sorry. I started with all of our password information right on my screen, so I had to quickly stop the stream and then restart it so I can delete that. Um, it's such a pain in the ass. People must have like a dedicated stream thing. That's what it must like a stream person or a stream computer, I guess. All right, sorry. Okay. Deleted. No one saw all the passwords. I mean, it goes to a Gmail and stuff like that. Oh, I was like passwords to our like accounts, like all the accounts I set up. Okay, so are we starting? um, so Montague, as soon as the flames recede and he can see her, and see the wounds, he's gonna run over to her, and without even asking, he's gonna try to like stop any of the higher bleedings that he sees, like just like he has like his bag with him and he's just searching for like any of his clothes that he has or something that he can rip up and put on like the heavier blood spots. And he's gonna like lean in and not to her ear or anything while he's doing it, and he's gonna say, I know we don't see eye to eye, but hang in there. And then I'm gonna give you my last bardic inspiration, Hannah, in case it needs to be used. Yep. I think that's in. Are we just doing? I think we're just gonna. I wanted to just switch to them rolling it when they have it. Um, but yeah. That's me casting it and medicine. Pa- he's panicking. Yeah. Get it out of the way. I was looking at Tana's thing earlier, and I was like, wait, do I have Lucky? And that's Tana. As soon as I say that to her, I kind of look down and see that I'm kind of struggling with it, and I'm just gonna yell out, be like, "Can I get some help over here? She's bleeding pretty badly." Yeah. Isn't that what it does anyway? It just gives you like advantage, right? Oh yeah. I thought it was advantage. Nice. Sheesh. Thank you, Vel. We should get her into a tent. She's not crippled. B, are you able to walk? Do you want help at all, or do you not want to be touched? So, I'm just gonna box formation her and try to basically walk as slow as her pace is to the tent. Um, as when we get close to the tent, I'm gonna run over to a bed and pull any blankets or anything off and just leave it open so she can choose basically and pull the blankets to the side. And then as they're setting her down, I'm gonna run and grab whatever thing she had because she was in that area and bring it over to her, and then put my water skin down for her. Zephrina, I think it's probably best that you watch over her. She trusts you more than us. I'm gonna go keep watch. Yell to me if you need me. And I'm gonna walk over back to the campfire. When I get to the campfire, in the spot where she left and came back, do I notice anything other than burn? I would sit back on my stool and pull out a piece of copper wire. As I whisper into it to Velvira. Her father? Question mark? And Velvira, you'll basically just get that in your brain. With my voice. I don't know why I must have been testing something last time. Yeah. Just her father question mark with my voice in your head. Yeah. Just click it again even though it doesn't matter. Just me holding the copper wire next to the fire. I don't know, but those wounds did not look friendly. As my voice comes through one more time, we'll discuss it with her when she's ready. I'll keep watch tonight. Brain conversations. I would keep watch for until my mandatory have to sleep. I think it's 4 hours, and then the rest of it I'd sleep. You don't need to sleep the whole night. Oh, I'm half elf. Choose through it all. Oh, I was gonna do it. There you go.
Sun's out. Safrina's melon's out.
But yeah, you guys wake up in the morning, and what do you want to do?
Velvira's gonna wake up to the birds chirping, just stretch, feeling rejuvenated from her long rest, recuperating from her near-death experience. And she's just gonna scavenge along the edge of the campground and just see if there's any kind of berries or snacks nearby.
Make a survival check.
Woo!
Woo!
uh,
Oh well.
You don't really notice any berries, but you do come across a stump with a really juicy caterpillar on it.
Gross.
Where's Timon and Pumbaa?
Give it to Tana.
I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna pick it up, just kind of look at it, just let it crawl along my finger for a moment, and then I put it in my hand and walk it over to Tana. And if she's sleeping, I'm gonna kick her foot to wake her up.
The cowboy hat.
I don't know if someone wants to RP Tana or if I'll do it, but I'd imagine Tana would wake up just kind of like in a daze.
Dreaming of what was the thing that she ate? A pig leg?
Yeah,
Like that?
pig leg.
Drooling.
Here, Tana, I got you a snack. She's just gonna hand it over to her.
Yeah, sure. Tana will reach out and grab the caterpillar and munch on it. She bites into it, just squirts out of her mouth a little bit.
Hate that word.
I'm like by
Glad
the
you're
fire,
enjoying your breakfast.
by the fire, eating just my ration, which is basically like bread and seeds, and bird seeds that I've taken from people's bird feeders and water deep. Just watching her just munch on this caterpillar, just like the goo of the insides of the caterpillar just squirting onto her face as she munches on it, like a gusher.
Yeah.
Would you guys stop? Gross.
Good gusher.
Megan would be so proud.
I'm gonna walk over to the tent, where Fee is and Zafrina, and just like pop my head in. How you doing this morning?
Still sleeping.
Zafrina, are you awake yet?
I like turn over and I just make like a no. It's too early.
Take your time, but we do have missing children on the loose. So I walk out.
As Montague walks out, I like slowly turn my body and like get out of bed, and I like brush just like the sweat and like dried blood off my face, and I walk out of the tent. And as I walk out, like my head's hanging low, and I'm just dry bloodied.
I like feel your brood behind me as I turn around. Did you have a change of clothes at all? Because I'm guessing you were just wearing the gashed ones.
A change of clothes. I honestly have been wearing the same thing for years.
Well, we're heading to Neverwinter, right? So at least we can get some there.
Maybe we could stop in a shop and get you a new wardrobe.
Sure, we don't need the eyes on us.
Maybe we can find a stream for you to wash some of that blood off too. On the way.
Might have
Don't want
to
to
take
pull
a
up
dip.
into the. Yeah, we don't want to pull up into the city with you looking all.
Quick question: when you go into a stream, does it become a sauna? Does it heat up like a bathhouse?
Can't say I've ever stepped into a stream.
Oh, I haven't taken a bath in a long time either.
And the whole time that you're talking to me, my head is still just down and I'm not making any eye contact.
Well,
if you can't enter the stream, at least we could like maybe soak some rags and just kind of sponge bath it off.
Whatever that means.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't think Monty knows what a sponge bath is either. That's okay.
just confused. No.
Visible confusion.
But I think we should leave soon before Tana eats all of the bugs and insects in the area.
Tana has a beetle in her hands now.
Just like chewing on the back of the carapace, just like gnawing on it. like
Slurping
like
up a leg.
like
Where's the cicada? Like that dog with the cicada in its mouth.
Let it go!
Spit it out!
it's like Werther's original, like grandma's hard candy.
Oh god.
That ain't right.
Yeah, you guys packing up your camp now and getting ready to hit the road?
Well, before that, I would look at Fee and I go, I'm surprised that you were able to get up before your friend after what happened to you.
Not surprising.
I mean, if you would like to do the honor, she sort of had a big tizzy about me asking.
I like slump over and I like go back into the tent and I reach into my pocket and I pull my water skin, which is filled with wine. And I look over at Safrina and I just slowly pour a little bit of the wine on her face to wake her up.
I feel the wine,
Drips.
the wine
Drips.
on my face. And I just turn around and I go, hello?
Safrina, get up, would you?
I got it.
I know. The vine. I got you.
As I open my eyes and I see Fi, I go, what the fuck? Because I forgot that I was awake. I thought I was in a nightmare. Because you look crazy. You look straight out of a horror movie.
The Ring.
Yeah, I'm like, and then I'm just going, you haven't tried to do anything about that? Looking a little rough this morning.
So are you.
Says the person who's covered in blood and.
Yeah, well, you know I don't like water, so.
Wow, we have a lot in common.
I'm just picturing like Monty like outside of the tent, just like listening in.
A lot of
Just
comments.
leaning up against it.
Don't like water, you say? So as I finish up packing out like the outside of the camp, I walk over. Are we good? Good to go?
We're good to go.
I'm ready to hopefully save a child today. But first, we gotta clean up Fi before she scares said child.
It's true. I mean,
Scared me.
I'd imagine the hag looks worse.
That's true. Well, I don't know.
I mean, if they don't, it'll just look like Maria and Zafrina will want to fornicate with the said hag.
I'm
Might
over
be her type.
She broke my heart, and I have no desire for her anymore.
Well, maybe we can find you a new hag.
Will this one break my heart too?
New hag. New improved.
Only time can tell.
You can fit so many hearts in this sucker. Slap the hood of the hag. Yeah, so I'm guessing we would pack up everything at that point and start heading north.
Yeah, so
On the road again.
as you pack up and head back towards the road, it's a nice clear day, so you continue on towards Neverwinter. All right, so traveling down the road, things just stay quiet, birds are chirping. After about 2 hours, you approach the branch in the road where the Kobold Cave was before. Did you want to head in there at all, or did you want to continue onward?
I don't think there's anything that we would know that would... I would turn to look at the group. I mean, the mirror... There's a child in danger, so I hesitate to recommend this or suggest it, but we found the mirror in that cave. I don't know if we fully looked it up and down. Did we want to go in there, or do we want to continue for the child? I'm leaning straight to Neverwinter, but
I think
What is
time
it?
is of the essence. Unless you think the child's in that cave, I don't think we should go in.
From what I read about hags and where they live, if we think the hags have them, I do not think the child's in that cave. I think if anything, we could go to the room where that hand mirror was and look it over more, but
I think we should not go into the cave. I just don't have that feeling that a child is in there.
She just doesn't want to get shabadied again.
What was that?
Shabadee,
She doesn't want to get
Shabadoo.
shabadied again. Hannah, is Sam on the phone right now?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, so do you have anything you want to add, Nod? Okay. So you guys continue on past that point. After traveling for another 5 hours or so you're into the afternoon now. You see in the distance, it looks to be a few miles ahead of you, but you see a smoke column coming out of the woods. Not too far, maybe 500 feet into the woods, but there's a smoke column just coming out.
When I look into the woods that way, if I try to focus on hearing anything, do I hear I'm kind of looking to see if there's danger in that area or someone's in danger, screams or anything.
Make a perception check.
I remember last time I played this character, he has all these great proficiencies, and I rolled for shit the whole night.
So it's a little too far right now to where you can't really quite see through the forest, but from the smoke column, so you can't fully see through the forest. You don't hear any screams or anything like that. You hear the natural sounds of the forest. But from the smoke column, you can tell it's the smoke column of a dying fire.
Oh, so it's like a campfire or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
it
that's
was-
pretty much gone out. It's just
Okay.
simmering its last smoke, basically.
Well, it looks like a fire's gone out down that way. Either someone camped or maybe a small forest fire is put through. I don't know if we want to check it out. It doesn't seem too far deep, but once again, we have a child that we're looking for, so.
A child.
No.
No!
just no. I think it might be worth checking out. We wouldn't want a fire to be unattended and burn down half the forest.
You are
Just a
one
quick
of
peek.
one of the woods. How Trev, how far was it? 500 feet, you said?
You are one of the woods.
So
I
it's,
am in the Lords and I speak for the
it's
trees.
500 feet into the woods, but it's probably 500 yards in front of you. So you're looking down the road in front of you, you can tell that's 500
Okay.
feet off the road.
Yeah. Well, it looks like it's on our way, so I agree. It wouldn't hurt to check it out. I mean, Fee, you get to see fire. You love fire.
Win-win, really.
And as you look back to me and you say that, you notice that my head is still hanging down.
Yeah, I'm trying to cheer you up, and it's not working.
So as you continue on towards it, and as you keep getting closer to it, you don't notice. Yeah, Hannah?
Sorry, I want to just
Yeah, that's
insert
fine.
another RP thing. So as you guys start walking, Barry says that joke, and then I imagine you guys turn and start walking towards the fire. Hold on. What?
What the fuck is going on?
Is he peeling potatoes?
Oh, he just wants to be next to his computer. He doesn't want to be next to the trash can. I get
Oh
that.
shit. All right. Anyway, sponsored by Sam peeling potatoes. As you guys start walking, I don't move. I'm just standing with my head hanging down as you guys start walking forward, and I'm just standing there.
Fee, are you coming?
I don't understand.
Understand what?
What don't you understand?
I'm just laughing because I just think this is fun. Why are you being so nice to me?
Why wouldn't we be?
After all I've done to you?
Yeah, we had our quabbles. Who doesn't?
I think it's more than a quabble.
Well,
I-
we were still getting to know one another. We all have our pasts, and we've all made mistakes, but we're
Then I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna pretend you're crying.
I've done so much wrong in my life, and I don't understand. It's usually someone hits me or screams at me or pulls my hair or spits on me, and I don't understand. Why are you being so nice?
Because there is 0 people in this world that are not redeemable. And you telling us that shows me that you haven't had it easy, and I understand why you would lash out. I haven't had an easy life either. I could easily be put in your shoes and act the same way.
Well, I know I've never said it, but thank you.
No problem. You don't have to say anything.
And with my head hanging low, I continue walking forward.
It'll make me start crying in the club.
OP, I already cried twice today. Stop.
That's enough of that.
Is it because you were twixt?
I like the RP so far. Everybody gets inspiration.
Yeah.
Were thou twixt?
I'm also Barry. I'm looking into new inspiration systems too, other than raw, because I want to award inspiration more, but not have people feel like they have to hold on to it.
Oh yeah. No,
So I've been looking at some,
the passing it shit.
well, either passing or even be able to stack it, so it's not stacking to the point of it being crazy broken. But I don't know, I'm gonna look at some more stuff, but I'd like to award inspiration more.
Yeah, I love rewarding inspiration. Can you give Tana inspiration? I can't.
Yep.
Good job, Tana.
Yeah, eating them bugs. Atta girl.
Little did we know is Tana collected a shitload of bugs before we left, and she's been gnawing on them the whole time underneath that cowboy hat.
You know how to add inspiration?
Yeah, she keeps them all up in her hat.
She goes like this, and
then
one
there's a
crawls
little
down, and then
dice
she
icon.
snatches it and eats it.
Yeah. So that'll basically let you roll at advantage one time whenever you want.
We see
love
her
that.
pull the bandana, and she still has, out of the hat, she still has the bandana up, and she's just tucking it underneath her
Makes it
bandana.
under. Like how I told her we were
you.
making her eat bugs, and she's like, you know what? Sounds about right.
Yeah, so as you guys move forward and Fi shuffles a little bit behind with her head down, you approach towards not a walkway, but you can tell that it's a little path from the road that's been traveled a couple times. You can clearly see that people have gone through it, and it seems to be leading right for that campsite. And just through it a little bit, you can see the fire smoldering on the ground, and you can tell there's a tent over there.
I'm just gonna look for footprints, fresh footprints from where we are. I don't know how far are we?
Yeah, so you guys, I imagine, are still on the road right now. So you're seeing the small path, so you would see any footprints coming right off. Make a survival check.
Urban?
If you want to examine the footprints, yeah.
We're not exactly at the campsite, right? We're just
No,
right on the outskirts.
You're on the road.
On the road,
You can
still
tell
looking
there's
at the
a
footpath?
small little footpath that isn't crazy well worn. And you can slightly see through the foliage. You can see the fire 500 feet away.
Your survival would be fucking super OP.
Yeah, mine.
Yeah.
Druid.
Everyone but poor Monty. Oh, so just Safrina and Velvira right now. So
Monty
you
over
notice
here.
that there are definitely footprints. And you can tell that they are maybe a day old. They're pretty recent, especially because it rained 2 days ago or something like that. You can tell these were after the rainfall.
How big are the footprints?
The footprints are about a size 7.
So not a child. Okay.
No.
The two people that got really good survival, you see Monty on his knees with his finger in the footprint measuring it, and he goes, I think they've been gone a month or so.
No, just about a day, actually, Monty. But good try.
Oh,
You're getting better all the time.
I don't go in the woods much.
That's okay. That's what you got me for. Should we go check it out? It doesn't seem like they've been here in a little bit.
If they haven't been here and the fire was started, that's unless they've been at camp the whole time, I guess. They could still be at the camp, right? If there's a fire.
What direction were the footprints going in?
They were going in.
So towards the fire.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Oh, they could still be there.
We have no need to. We're still pretty far. From what I can see, there's no need to be hostile. It could just be a hunter or adventurer. I don't necessarily know if we have to be stealthy about their approach either, unless if we get up close and there's weapons about, I guess.
Yeah, we can just discreetly peep on in and just see what the whole situation's about. If it's
and you can, like, always get the animals to come help, right?
and I
Cinderella.
Just
Back in,
Montague
like, Snow
just
White.
spinning around, going, like, they'll come, right?
Good question.
Check sheet. Give me a second.
Good
Literally.
question. Can I get all the animals to come? Can I bring a zoo?
Belvira bought a zoo.
You can at least talk to animals, right? You can speak.
She can.
Like,
I think she can
I-
talk and turn into them.
yeah.
I have
Yeah,
animal
yeah.
friendship. Yeah.
Well, I know
Just
she
tell
turned
them
into a
nearby
cat,
chipmunk.
but Montague still doesn't know that she turned into that cat. He just thought you had a
Yeah.
cat friend for a little bit.
Yeah, was it wild shape? I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I can turn into a black bear. I've seen one of those.
Yeah, you can.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that's my game plan.
Storm the camp as a black bear.
Yeah, that won't be a problem if there's hunters.
Nope.
Better run fast.
Well
Run
thought.
zigzag.
Yeah, Amanda, what we can do too at like a later date, like maybe after the session, is just determine what animals you have seen, because I can give you tokens for each one of them. So that like if you want to turn
yeah.
into a black bear and stuff like that.
What did I kill? A weasel?
Yeah, weasel.
You could also
You're
try.
welcome.
You
I could be a
also
weasel. Then you can light me on fire.
temporarily,
That'll
if she
cheer you
does
up.
it, you could
Oh, shit.
plutonium import a creature and just
Yeah.
give her ownership.
Yeah, that's what I did with Maddie. I created like a whole folder of like possible things that she could shapeshift into and gave her ownership to them. So you're turning into a black bear?
I'm gonna turn into a weasel and be real stealth-like and go check out what they're doing.
When you turn it, so that you're turning into one right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be like, whoa! What the? What is? Hello?
The weasel's just gonna sit back on its hind legs and go. And then scamper off.
So you're scampering up to the camp?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, staying like off the path, just like keeping into like the woods.
Wait, so when she turns into an animal, like it's still her brain, right? She doesn't like turn, like her brain isn't like she wouldn't be like, oh, like if she was a werewolf, like in Harry Potter. They have
She doesn't
memory,
lose
right?
control. She still has control memory. She just can't speak to you.
Gotcha.
She just
Monty, I'm sorry, were you
disappears forever.
reacting to her?
Bye.
Oh yeah, I was terrified, and then
See you
she
later.
ran. She did the little wave thing and ran off, and I still don't know if it's necessarily her. And I'm gonna look at Fee and Zafrina and be like, "What the fuck just happened? Did you know?"
Tana has seen me wild shape though.
Tana just mouthful of bugs. Wild shape.
Wait.
Oh. Oh. Interesting.
All right, Velvira. So you gang like right up onto the outskirts of camp initially, like to get
just
a lay of
enough
it.
to see. Yeah.
So when you get up to the camp, you see the fire in the middle again. It was a decent sized fire, like rocks around it and stuff, but it's smoldering at this point, not really a live active flame. Off about 20 feet from it, you see a stack of logs, like somebody prepped for a stay for a while even. You also see the tent ahead of you, and inside the tent you can see not a sleeping bed, a bedroll, and you see like a lump almost in there, kind of like somebody's in there.
Just one?
Yep, just one.
Can I see like how big, like if it's an adult?
From what you can tell, it looks like an adult. From where you are. I'm going to say you're probably like 30 feet away right now on the edge. Maybe even further, 50 feet, let's say.
I'm gonna make some noise. I'm just gonna like start like skittering through the leaves on the ground and trying to get their attention.
All right. As you skitter around the leaves and stuff, no movement, nothing happens. Just the crackle of the flame or ash.
I'm stuck as a weasel for like an hour, right?
I think you can end it whenever you want.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I'm
forced to be a weasel.
I'm just picturing her like as the weasel, like going into the tent and like going next to the person, and then like ending being a weasel and like forming back into
Motherfucker. Don't tempt me. All right. So Valvera's gonna go back to where Fi and Monty and Zafrina and Tonner all are. She's gonna pop back into her little halfling form. Hi guys! Surprise! Sorry, that I should have clarified. I can change into animals. Anyways, there's a person up there in a tent sleeping. I couldn't wake him up. I was trying to spook him, but I'm not all that scary as a weasel. But it seems like they're in for a little bit of a stay. They have a whole bunch of logs piled up, and they got a good campsite set up down there. Looks like they plan to stay for a while.
Should we just... I mean, it's just one?
Just one person, yeah. And they're sleeping.
Do I know, like, what time it is, ish? Like
Probably like 2 p.m. 2 p.m., 3 p.m., something like that. Just afternoon.
There's more of us than him? Should we just wake him and just see what the deal is? Or are we fine with leaving him as a long stay camper in the woods? We need to talk about you turning into a weasel. Were you born a weasel?
No, it's just a part of my initiation into being a druid. I just had to learn how to wild shape, so I've just been practicing whenever I can.
Right.
Sorry for the
Practicing becoming
surprise.
an animal. I mean, so we'll discuss. I have more questions, but
So baffled.
should we just surround him and I can play my hand drum loud and just see what he's doing?
That might wake him up. That could work. I knew I should have gone in as a black bear.
Well, if he's innocent, I don't think going in as a black bear. You can turn into a black bear.
Yeah, any animal that I've seen.
And all I can do is play this goddamn guitar. All right, and I just start walking towards.
As Monty starts walking away, I'm just gonna say, "Hey, I can play the guitar. That's one up on me."
No
One
skills.
of our, I don't know who. So it's 6-0 right now.
All right, so are all of you walking up? Pi and Zafrina, are you in tow?
Yeah.
All right. So as you approach the campsite, you see what Velvira had described to you. There's a fire that's just smoldering at this point, a log pile, and then there's a tent, and you can tell there's someone like under blankets inside. You see like a little mound in there.
Okay, well,
Can
if
I
they're
unzip
behind
the
me...
tent?
Oh, go ahead.
There's no zip.
What?
There's no zipper.
There's no zipper.
It's kind of like almost like a TP
like a
open
TP.
on.
Oh, so I can just stick my head in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you're gonna walk up to it, yeah.
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Do I have
So
to roll for that?
You can do whatever you want to do.
as you walk up to the tent, what are you doing? You're sticking your head inside.
Yeah, I want to
Just
see what it is.
It's first.
Just a fucking
so
dragonborn.
as you stick your head inside and look at it, you see the object stays still. It still looks like a person just laying there. They haven't moved or reacted to you at all. I'm assuming you're not crazy stealthy walking in to there.
What was that mean? What's stealth
Like,
mean?
did you just walk up normal or did you try to
does that
sneak
mean?
up on them?
Trying to be discreet?
Yeah, I'd like to be discreet.
Okay, make a stealth check for me.
Oh no.
I'd like to be discreet.
We would like to be. We'll see.
It should be, yeah,
That's
perfect.
what I'm talking about. A 13.
Yeah, so as you approach up, you kind of tiptoe your way up, and you don't see any movement out of the object bundled up there. It looks like they're pretty well bundled up, but from the head area, you see a lock of white hair hanging out.
It's a
What?
witcher.
Sabrina! Sabrina! Is he dead?
It was white hair.
White?
Yeah, is this person fucking dead?
Is he dead?
I don't want to Can I poke him? I don't know. Should I poke him?
Do you need a stick?
Yeah, I'm gonna like just unstick my head from the teepee. I just turn around to the group and I say, "There's a person in there. They have white hair, but I can't see them moving, so I don't know if they are alive. Should I poke them?"
Fi looks over at Sabrina. I'll handle it.
No.
I don't know if it's a good, I don't know if it's a good idea.
I'm not gonna hurt them.
That's what you say until your fingertips light up and you burn them. That's not a great way to make friends. Even invading their personal space.
As she's like whispering to me, I just walk by her and try to quietly go into the tent. Hold on.
If you want to make a stealth check if you're being quiet.
I hit C and it wouldn't open, so I have to go to the thing and click my thing, and it's great.
Thank you, Foundry.
Yes.
All right, yeah, so as you gingerly walk into the tent, you don't see any movement from the lump on the ground, and you also see it appears to be a person. You can tell they kind of seem like they're face down right now, but you can see white hair coming out near the head area.
I slowly crouch down, and as I slowly crouch down, I look back at everybody, and my fingers glow. There's no fire, but my fingers are glowing. And I reach forward, and I slowly put my hand on the shoulder, and I wait a second as I look down at the body.
No movement. Right now you're touching the blanket too. I'd assume because the blanket's up. So right now you touch the blanket. You can feel the shoulder underneath.
On the side, like facing the tent?
Yeah, so they're kind of face down.
Okay.
So you can barely see anything besides the hair and blanket right now.
So I'm going to touch this area, and I'm going to slowly kind of push them until their face is upwards.
All right. So as you push them, and their face peels away from the blanket, you recognize the person as Madrid, the wizard that you saved before. Her eyes are all black, and her skin is a pale gray, as there are black veins shooting throughout her head, where all her veins are. They're all black, and she is motionless.
Auntie.
I'm holding my hand drum because I didn't know if I was needed for my hand drum. So when she looked at me, I was just shaking with my hand drum.
I'm gonna take my hand and put it on her face to see if it's this hand has some red fingertips, but I'm gonna feel her face to feel if it feels cold and lifeless.
It feels ice cold.
Well, and I look back to the entrance of the tent. I think she's dead. And I slowly put my hand down, and the red goes away.
I'm gonna run over and check her pulse.
Or where are you checking? Wrists, neck?
Neck.
So as you go and put your hand on the neck, you can tell there's no pulse. And last time you met this woman, you distinctly remember she had a big ruby necklace, and the ruby necklace is gone.
Not only is she dead, but the necklace that we talked about with that wizard is no longer. It might be within her things, but she's not wearing it.
Do you read anything about that in those books?
I remember it with the hags. It didn't really correlate from what I remember. So, but it stood out to me because Maria had a necklace. It was different though. I thought maybe all the hags had one, but do we even know if she's a hag? As I look down at her, her face is like still like the woman that we saw, right?
Yeah, it's the same as before, except all the color's been drained from her face, and it's gray now. And like any veins that you would normally see like blue are just black and dark.
You said her eyes are black too, right?
Yeah.
Maybe she took a witcher's potion.
I know, that's immediately what I was thinking about. Which
I was thinking she was hanging around with the brewer. We need to get some white stuff.
I was gonna be like,
White stuff.
I was gonna go over and be like, around a Gwent, and wakes up.
Around a Gwent.
I know we're looking for Siri, but round a Gwent. How appropriate.
What? Maybe. I know I'm not trying to like clear my conscience here, but maybe she worked for the hags and she was a wizard and not a hag? Wouldn't she become a hag in death? I don't remember reading anything about that, but
I don't know how hags work.
I don't know how any of that works.
but if she did work for them and maybe delivered them the child, we could look to see. I don't know if you see. I don't think you saw children's footprints, correct? No.
No, there weren't any.
Just
I'm
a size
gonna-
7.
I'm gonna get up and walk towards the fire. And assuming my knowledge of fire, I'm going to get down and I'm gonna like put my hands on like the coals, like the burnt wood, and just kind of get a feel for how long the fire's been out to try to get a gist of how long she's been here, or
Yeah,
like
I'd
how
say-
fresh it's been.
I'd say you have enough experience with campfires and sleeping and stuff like that. You can tell this fire was last stoked last night.
So I'm gonna turn back around and walk towards Velvira. You said those footprints were about a day fresh?
Yeah. About a day old.
I don't know if it helps any, but this fire was last stoked sometime last night, so I'm assuming sometime between last night and now, something happened.
Something.
Does anything else look amiss besides the dead chick?
Dead chick.
No, other than it looks like a normal camp. Other than that, she still is bundled up like in blankets and stuff right now because you guys have really only like moved her and like checked her pulse and stuff like that.
Still doesn't look like a scuffle happened or anything like that. No fighting.
Montague's tossing the tent, FYI. That's exactly what I would be doing right
Yeah.
after I check the pulse. Is I'm tossing that fucking tent, looking for whatever I can find, specifically that necklace or like any like poison, because that's what he's thinking right now is poison with her neck.
Are you specifically, before you say Travis, are you specifically looking at her body or are you looking around inside the tent?
Like the tent right now,
All of
like
it.
basically I was gonna say he's just like a detective in a crack dealer's house. I'm like like ripping apart, looking for things, and as he's doing that, he's like, "Can we look like outside and see if there's any something had to kill her unless she killed herself?"
As I see Monty looking around, I'm going to head back in and start like uncocooning her from her blankets.
So we'll start with Monty. So are you dragged her out, or are you doing it inside the tent, Hannah?
I'm doing it right where she's laying.
So as
that way
you're
if
like
she drops
unfolding her
anything-
and stuff, Monty's throwing the tent right now. He looks like, I imagine, underneath the bed and bedroll.
Yeah,
you don't
I'm like,
see
I'm
anything
not,
under there.
Yeah, I'm not focusing her body. I'm focusing stuff inside the tent.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
So there isn't a crazy amount in the tent, but there is her bag. And when you search into her bag, you see a little leather pouch, looks to be a coin purse, and you see a piece of paper folded up.
A pouch.
Yep, like
And
a
a
little
piece of
leather
paper.
pouch, like a coin purse, basically. And yeah, a piece of paper.
I'm gonna hold on to the pouch and open up the piece of paper.
So as you open up the piece of paper, it appears to be a map, but it's a roughly drawn map. So what you basically see is you see an X towards the bottom, and then you see basically an arrow winding through trees and across water. And you see like a stump in there. You see a curious looking rock formation. And then in the bottom left of it, near the X, you see what looks to be a stone shield with an axe etched into it. And there's writing in Dwarvish underneath that stone looking shield with the axe.
Can anyone speak Dwarvish?
I can't.
How would I know if I can?
It's in your character sheet in the bottom left.
Character sheet in the bottom left.
You can also, in your little thing, if you hit language, it'll tell you.
I don't even
Like where
see
you
it.
roll.
Under attributes.
Click on attributes, yep. And then you speak Abyssal, Common,
Oh.
Draconic, and Orc.
Well, would there be something I could do to see if I know where what the drawing is of? Like if I would recognize the format of how it is, like if I
Oh, like if you can tell where it is from
Yeah.
geography.
Yeah.
You can give it a history roll. You're gonna have
History. Can I have a different one?
nope.
But
Can I
this
phone a
is
friend?
negative next to it.
Sorry.
I hope I roll a 20.
There's a specific reason why it's history too, so
Yeah, is it?
yeah, so you look at it and you have no idea what it is, but you think it's Dwarvish.
But
Does-
okay, well, if I would have rolled an actual 11, would you have told me?
No.
Fuck.
Does that one know it? And I point over to Tana.
You just see her with bugs in her mouth. Just go. There's like 4 butts of caterpillars in her mouth, like gummy worms, and she just shakes her head no. I immediately
Ew.
checked her to see
Oh,
if she
did you?
had it.
Yeah, I figured.
God.
Somehow
so
she
I'm
only
gonna-
has common and halfling. That doesn't even make sense.
Because
to
that's
me.
fucking Meg for you.
No, but I think
She's a barbarian.
Oh, that's true.
Sweet dumb barb.
I think it goes off race normally. I'm gonna jump to Hannah real quick though. So Hannah, you're unraveling her like a cocoon. All right, so you unravel her, and as you unravel her, she's dressed in garb that looked very similar to what you saw last time from her. And you can tell like her forearms and stuff like that are all the same like gray color, like everything's been drained in her body, basically, almost.
I'm like feeling her arms just to make sure that all of her is cold.
Yep. So her whole body is cold right now.
Feel like her life was sucked out of her. She's very cold and completely pale.
Is her body more frail? I was thinking poison with her veins.
I mean, could be anything. We have no idea at this
Does
point.
she have like any other any markings, like aside from her eyes and her veins being black?
Do you want to go look at her
can I
body?
Look at her.
Yeah. So just describe to me how you're looking at her. Like,
Lovingly.
Gross. So like I walk into the tent, right? And I like crouch down. I'm just, I don't know. I'm looking at her. I don't know.
yeah, are you like lifting arms
Yeah,
up?
lifting her arms, see if maybe they like branded her or some shit like that, like they do for pirates.
All right. So as you're looking and you pull up her left arm, you notice that the sleeve goes to like right where my bracelet is right here.
Mhm.
And you notice it's considerably black coming out from underneath the sleeve. Like, so the black that you see in the veins, you see like intense black coming out from like right here. Like her skin is much darker right there.
Requiem for
Oh.
a dream.
Okay, gotcha. I thought it was like oozing, like something was oozing, but it's just her
Like
skin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to continue to look at it?
Yeah, can I like, I don't know, cut the sleeve or something or rip it? Or
Yeah.
Is it like a loose sleeve or like a tight?
It's a pretty loose sleeve, so you can
I
like.
could just push it all the way up.
Yeah. So as you roll it up, you see on the forearm right here a black hand mark, like something was just gripping onto her forearm. And you can distinctly see it is a hand mark.
How big's the hand?
A little bit bigger than mine. Probably like up to here.
Hmm.
So seems like large or male.
Large and in charge, I guess.
Wait, so what was that last part? Sorry.
So she rolled up the sleeve,
Yeah.
and there was a black hand mark right on the forearm, like a pretty decently large hand, like a little bit bigger than mine. Just like you can distinctly see it wrapped. It was wrapped around the forearm.
Zafrina, did you tell us about that? Yeah.
So I look
Her-
over to the group, right?
I'm right there with her. I see her do it all.
I want to
that
know
didn't help.
if I know about it.
So I stick my head out of the tent and I just go, do any of you know what this is?
So I look over and so it's a handprint. There's nothing like above or near it. It's just like a black handprint.
Just a handprint. Yep.
So poison, no. Magic. Would I know if it is? Because what is it fucking called? Can't think of the. What is the?
Detect
What is
magic.
the magic that I'm trying to think of?
The weave. Weave.
I mean, weave. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking like when you do like the touch that hurts, necrotic. Like I was thinking like, is it weave like necrotic magic, like or something like a necromancer? Would I know that? Looking at it,
You can tell that it's kind of like a necrotic magic, but you've never seen anything like it before.
some foul kind of necrotic magic. Fee, have you looked at it?
Take another look at it, at her forearm. Is there something I can roll to see if I know?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a medicine check to see if you know anything.
-1.
This.
Let's rock, baby. A 2.
Yes.
Do the same thing.
Yeah, you can do a medicine check too.
I thought
Yeah,
it was gonna be
by looking at the
Yeah!
body, you too,
Woo!
Zafrina, both of you looking at the body, you've never seen anything like this before. From what you've seen so far, though, you do not identify any bruising or cuts.
Wait, so you tell me the handprint isn't like a bruise, like if someone were to grab someone really tight?
Nope.
It's like almost
It's black,
like if they had,
yeah.
like if they
Like
had
her-
feet on their hand,
Yeah, almost like that.
but like obviously.
I don't
Almost like
remember-
a soot left over more than a bruise.
Yeah, I keep on
I
thinking
like-
about Twin Peaks when you said that.
I like slowly put her forearm like down after like inspecting it. I think something grabbed her and sucked the life out of her. That's as far as I can.
You would agree
Imagine.
it looks necrotic in nature. To me, it looks like, I mean, what I've seen has literally only been in books, but I know that necrotic is life-altering, the negative of life. Necromancers use it. It looks similar to that, just stronger. A touch that, like you said earlier, takes the life away, pulls the blood from your veins. But how is there no footprints unless they were floating? Are they a wraith? Looks like a human hand.
From what you can tell, it looks larger than a human's normally would be. Like you don't see the fingertips or anything because it like wrapped around and grasped around, but you can distinctly see like that part of it.
Has
Can I
anyone
look at
seen
the
a?
other arm?
Yeah. So as you roll up the other sleeve, there's nothing on that other arm. It's just gray, and then the veins are black, like
Interesting
the rest of the body.
I'm gonna storm out the tent and start looking around the camp for like. I mean, I'm looking for footprints, but I'm kind of expecting not to find them after what we saw going in. So I'm just looking for like any signs of like broken branches or like anything that would have like given away someone sneaking through.
Roll a perception check, Amanda. Well,
Velvira's been doing that this whole time.
Okay,
She hasn't been in the tent.
I'll give
Monty was like ripping apart the inside. I was ripping apart the outside.
what I'll do.
I was ripping apart the body.
Can I just give her advantage?
yeah, that's fine. You just come out and help her, like, as her
So
final
I
sweep.
come out and I see her basically sweeping around, and I like just do what I can to help you. So just when you make your roll for what you're doing, just give yourself advantage.
Do a survival at advantage.
How do I do at advantage?
Hold shift.
Can I measure this lady's?
Oh, okay.
Do you have something to measure it
Wow,
with?
look
Like,
at
what do you
that.
want to compare
2
it to?
eights.
Yeah, all
Well,
right.
I'm just thinking
Snake
Are you-
eyes.
that we saw a size 7 foot, and I mean, in my head, if someone's got that big of hands, their feet are not going to be 7.
I mean, you can tell.
Hold on. I imagine. Okay, Safrina and I are in the tent. Safrina and I are in the tent, and I'm just. Barry's not here to see this, but I'm going like this in the great Alphino pose as I'm thinking, and I like look down, and I just see Safrina like measuring out the feet like she saw Monty doing, and I just go, Safrina, why don't you just take her boot off?
Who wears boots to bed?
She's wearing boots.
Thank you.
Oh,
When you're in the wilderness.
that would have been a good idea. I take the boot off and I go measure it to the footprint. Does it match?
Yeah, so as you walk out of the tent in Velvira, you see the same thing. The footprints that you see around the campsite are all that like size 7 footprint. And you see Zafrina walk out of the tent as you're like looking at one near the log pile. And you see Zafrina like put the boot down and it perfectly fits into the footprint.
So these are all her tracks.
They have wings.
Mhm.
This thing has to fly. There are no other footprints, and if something has that big of hands and only a size 7 foot, I don't believe that. That doesn't make sense.
Can't get over Kyla right now. Oops, she shook her head.
She's mad because I brought her back in. So, Vel, what did you find? What did you just found more footprints when you did the advantage survival?
It's all her footprints. There's no other footprints. It's just hers.
Do I know like anything about like I don't know? I'm just gonna say what I think he would be like wraiths or anything like that, or like do I know like?
So I don't want. I'll give you guys just a little bit of help because it's been a while since we played. But the answer is somewhere in the books that you guys had poured over before.
Figured, yeah.
Oh, I have notes. Hold on. So I pull out. So just to keep it in the game,
Maybe that because it's been like fucking 2 months since we played.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look to Velvira and just I wrote down notes from that book I read. Would you help me skim through them and maybe we can find something on this?
I got a question.
The only
So like, hags can like teleport, right? Isn't that? Listen, don't get me started on the 3s, okay?
It's not about the 3s.
now it's 7 size foot. I just
There was. I'm not going to tell you their abilities because the only stuff you know is what you've read so far.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I thought we read something about them teleporting between the realms.
Go check their notes.
Yeah, ask Monty right now.
Hey, Monty.
Yeah.
Can hags teleport?
I didn't get anything about teleportation, but they do curse around where their lairs are, designed to kill trespassers. Now, I never got what necessarily is the curse. It could be something like a wraith. But I mean, they're very strong in magic, so it's not far-fetched that they could maybe teleport.
Bless you.
Ugh.
So, from what I have here, well, I know you're looking at your notes. I got
Mhm.
night hags see the virtuous become evil. A hag likes to make you miserable. They dwell in dark and twisted woods, bleak moors, storm-lashed seacoast, gloomy swamps. Area around the lair is diseased, designed to kill trespassers. Hags are independent, but often find covens of 3 where they're strongest with their magic. 3 items, planes are in 3s, 3 hags in a coven. Hags draw pleasure from bargains with people, meet people at lowest and make non-fair trades, and then, quote, beware her dreaded black gem, her key to the curtain between worlds. She had a ruby gem, right? Not black.
No, it was Ruby.
Curse
And
was
then-
in the ruby.
And then a bunch of hogwash about hag reproduction. Unless we think she's about to give birth, I don't think that matters.
Ugh, I hope not.
Do you have anything else?
I could have something helpful. The only book I poked through was a blacksmithing book, and it said creatures of sin feel the cold sting of silver against their skin. So if she was a creature of sin, maybe that's where that black mark on her arm came from. If she had someone with a silver hand touch her, is that a thing? Someone had like a silver
armor?
glove, silver armor. Oh, that's fancy.
I know. I believe silver and creatures or monsters of fables and who knows what's real or not affects them. So it's either that or the only thing I get from my notes is we might be close enough to their coven where she was killed just being around, but with her ties to everything, I don't see why, unless she...
I'm focused on that necklace she had. Maybe
is
it was
missing.
cursed.
One of the cursed
Maybe.
items.
Almost all the jewelry we've been finding is cursed. I wouldn't
Maybe
be
that
surprised.
was cursed as well, yeah.
But what would cause the hand? Like, if it...
Maybe something came out of it.
I mean, you come out of jewelry.
That's
I
true.
do.
Maybe something really nasty came out of her jewelry. I mean, your
Reminding me
hands
of the
can burn.
You're reminding me of the Hannibal Buress gift right now.
That's literally me right now. And I walk back in the tent and I put my hand around the hand on her forearm.
Oh, hell yeah, Barry. That picture is
Is it
actually
me?
exactly what I'm thinking of, too.
Is
Dude,
it
that part-
me?
I
Is
was
it
even
me?
looking for a worse one where it like shows it closer, but that movie, Scarred Man, watch that way too young.
Do that. I will
Um,
never watch that movie again. No, thank you.
It's
What
very
movie?
depressing.
Freaking Requiem for a Dream.
Don't watch it.
No.
Depressing.
Yeah. No, thank you.
I mean, we at least have some information and we're headed towards Neverwinter. Maybe there's somebody there who's smart with this stuff that can help us out.
I just find it hard to believe we can't figure out at least a hint of... I mean, I do have this map as I wave it around. When I look at this map,
Forgot about the map.
geographically, geographically, geographically,
Geography.
Holy.
Oh, thou
do I
art
know the
betwixt.
thou art betwixt? Do I know where this is? Like, it's very specific. Specific.
Yeah, so
Are you smelling burning toast? Are you okay?
Stroke City. Let's go.
looking at the map, give me a nature check.
You're having a stroke or overcooking your
I'm
toast.
actually not terrible at nature. I can't roll though.
Yeah, so looking at it, like you saw before, you see the like X to like start. Basically, it's like goes through some woods and over water. You see like a unique looking stump and stone. And in the bottom left, you see that what I described before, the stone and shield and stuff like that. But it seems like it's such a zoomed in map. It's hard to pinpoint where exactly it is.
Yeah.
But from looking at your best frame of reference is whatever is in the bottom left.
Can I see that map? She's just gonna grab it, and it's fucking huge in her hands.
Yeah,
Normal
so
size paper.
a
Give me
roughly
a
drawn
nature check,
map,
Amanda.
X on the bottom, arrow winding through trees across water, stump, rock formation, stone shield with an axe etched into it, dwarvish written, right?
Yep.
Got no dwarvish.
Yeah.
Does Velviera recognize anything, or is it too?
Give me a nature check. So you see the same things that Monty sees right now. On top of it, though, you do notice that it depicts a swamp.
Swamp.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
no.
you can tell the trees and stuff and like the water. It's a swamp.
Girl, hey, Lynn's in there.
Be gone,
It
swamp
looks a
demon.
bit swampy.
Twins.
It does.
Twins.
It's not like a wooded area here. It's like kind of swampy up in this area. I don't like swamps.
Can we just see Fandral doggy paddling throughout the swamp when we walk in there?
Just hiding behind a fucking rotted log.
Rotted corpse.
A bloated corpse.
That girl. Well, I still think we need to head on to Neverwinter and get Fi a bath.
We can have someone read the dwarvish.
That's true. Maybe someone will know Dwarvish and Neverwinter.
I just don't know what to do with the body. Have we made sure we've tossed this camp as much as we could?
Should we leave her here?
No, we should carry her with us.
Can she go in your genie
I
bottle?
roll my eyes. I look
You
over
wanna-
at Sabrina.
You
I was
want to bring
talking
her
about-
with?
Talking about burying her.
What are you doing? I'm burying you.
She just wakes up.
I think burying her is not actually a bad idea because someone might come back for her and we might need to utilize her again.
No one's surprised by me being so nice. Okay, got it.
Well, who's got a shovel?
Travis. Travis does. After I say that, I'm gonna walk back in and I'm gonna look down at her sweet body. Is she wearing like any like capes or anything like that?
I'm gonna steal her
So-
clothes.
No, that would have been rolled up with her bag, which you see tossed on the ground from when Monty went through it earlier.
So I see like a cape on the ground.
Yeah, so she has
Okay.
like a cloak on the
Okay.
ground.
So I'm gonna walk over to the cloak. I'm gonna hold it in my hand. And I'm gonna look down at what I'm wearing, which is just like a bunch of like shit tied
Rags.
together.
Bloody rags.
And I'm gonna look over to them and I go, "Did you see any water nearby?"
You can use my water skin.
You can use mine too if that's not enough. You
Okay.
can always find more.
And I just like fold it up and I keep it. I like kind of like tie it to like my little like belt. Well, are we gonna bury her?
Yeah, I mean, I could.
If I can look at it all.
I'm gonna start digging a hole with my shield.
The tent's
Oh
really
my
been
God.
tossed around, has looked around. I mean, it's not a
Anything
giant
helpful?
camp, so
I have a crowbar.
I'm not going to tell you if you're missing anything, but
I
like you've
walk
looked at,
out
like,
where Monty is and I
what's
just
in there.
see him like on his knees at a beach, like digging into the ground. And I like reach behind me and I just pull out this long crowbar and I just stand next to him and just start like digging into the ground with a crowbar to try to like make something.
Velvera's gonna do primal savagery to turn her hands into claws and just start digging at the ground.
I don't. As they join in, it starts getting. I mean, I imagine with a crowbar and especially with the claws, it starts getting. I don't think we should make it too deep. Because
In case we need to dig her back up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, not anytime. Not that long. Like if we need to come back though.
No,
And-
I feel that, just maybe a little bit deeper so the animals don't get her.
Yeah,
Yes.
just enough to put a like nice small. I don't. Do you decompose more the deeper that you're in? I don't know.
I just think about it as I'm just still crowbarring. Crowbarring and thinking.
And now Monty's extremely dirty again because he's been using a shield to comb dirt like towards him into his clothes.
The puffs of the dirt, the fresh
Yeah, so
dirt.
how deep down are you guys going right now?
Like enough just to like
I
cover
would say,
the
like-
top of her with dirt, basically.
Like a foot to knee. Like a knee, like knee down.
I was gonna say Velvera height, like 4 feet.
Elvira height, yeah.
All right.
No,
like
we're
4 feet
standing
down
there.
to the body's like a body's like 2 and 2.5. So it's just
Whoever's digging, give me an athletics check.
All right, guys, let's go.
Nope.
See
Sorry.
how well you
I
guys
think
dig.
I hit athletics.
Oh,
Oh,
all right. I had a
Yeah.
negative. I was
Did
like,
I
it's not
even
gonna
hit
go
it?
well.
I'd even click it. 4.
All right. Yeah, so it only takes you guys like about an hour altogether
And
to
I
dig out
helped.
that spot. Velvira is just ripping at it with her claws.
I
Monty's like,
understand. I
digging.
understand why
Trying his
everyone came
best.
over because I was like just moving rocks with my shield.
yeah. Have you ever like been
Wasn't even digging into
at
the ground.
beach where you like dig stuff out and then it just like crumbles back in? Monty was just kind of doing that a little bit. So he made some progress, but some dirt was falling back in.
oh.
When we
I love
finish,
it.
I'm gonna stand up and go. Well, I don't know if I needed your help, guys, but I thank you for helping. It was
Oh
much
my god,
faster.
Grace just scared the shit out of me.
I just elbowed her. She scared the crap out of me.
Oh my god.
It
Grace just come into frame. Like, oh my god, Grace.
just slowly comes out of the darkness, like.
Amanda, she's behind you. Oh god.
No, I didn't know you were there, honey. You scared me.
I was walking out of my room and then
I was walking.
Oh god. Anyway, good job, Monty.
I don't know if I needed your help. I'm pretty sure I had it, but I did find this pouch, and I haven't looked into it yet. If we want to look at it together, I forgot about it.
How long have you been holding on to this pouch, Montague?
When sorry, the dust. When I looked through the bag, it was this and the map, and I got caught up in the map. Thought it might be a music sheet. And I open it up. What was it? I think it's just coin, right?
Yeah, it's 20 gold pieces.
20 gold.
Those are all
I'm
in.
not good. I'm not good at math. How do you split this up between us? Someone have a.
Well, there's
4 gold pieces each.
5 of us, so that'd be 4.
I wasn't counting Tom. I didn't know. I was looking at the camera, not the other.
I know, I was like, oh, there's Sana.
There's 4 of us, then it'd be 5.
So all you can add 4 gold pieces to your inventory if you're just
How-
evenly splitting it.
How do I do that?
Yep.
Open up your character sheet,
Yep.
and it is the inventory tab.
Mm-hmm.
And down at the bottom, you'll see a space for GP.
Yep.
Just add 4 to that value.
Ooh.
GP, good pudding.
Good pudding.
That's not what I was thinking.
She was thinking, good pussy.
It's like, wait a minute. Velvira's gonna take her 4 gold and hand them to Monty. For your college fund.
Oh, I already have enough for my college. I just gotta budget. Keep it. You might need it.
Budget.
Frugal over here.
So as I
What do gold pieces get me?
A lot of things.
a brand new bra.
I got four.
A night at
First of all, it's free the nipples.
a night at the brothel.
What?
A night at the brothel. She thought about
Wait,
it.
but I got 49 pieces. How many does that get me?
I don't know. I'd have to figure out how much I want the brothels to cost.
Freaking horny dragon over here.
Yeah, so you guys dig your hole.
Aren't we all?
The hole is prepped, or you putting the body inside it?
Yeah. I look down at the hole and I'm like looking at it and I look at Velvira and I look down and I look at Velvira. Well, I think it's deep enough.
Velvira hops in the hole and just kind of, yeah, should be good. Hops
All right.
back out.
No, stay down there. We'll toss you down the body, and then you just lay her gently.
You think I can hold her?
Well, just
She's
have
like twice my
Tana.
size.
I
Tana, come here.
I fear if you put her in there and put the body in there, I almost talk like Phelan. I feel like if you put the body in there, you might bury Velvira with the body.
Well, no, Tana
Can't
die. She's like rabid. It's fine.
And I
Well,
look over it, and I look
lower her
over at Tana. And what's Tana doing?
Eating bugs, I'd imagine, at this point.
Still eating bugs. How many
All
bugs
day,
did you
every
put her
day.
at?
All of them.
She's probably doing the dance from the
Yosemite Sam?
Yeah. She's probably just waiting for you to do something for her to tackle
Just
you.
growling at me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go help Fi pick her up and lay them down to the perfectly sized body hole. Halflings.
Yeah, so as you pick her up and lay her down in the hole, she fits in your hole that you guys dug so well.
Nice. So well, cozy.
Cozy hole.
All right, we should put a marker down so we know where she is.
I look down over at Tana. You think you get a rock or something?
I got an idea. And after we finish digging the hole, I leave my business card on the tree next to it. No, wait, that's so dumb. That's true.
Are we gonna blow away, Monty?
Wait, I'm not
It
that
was
stupid.
me.
No, I'm not that stupid. No, I have a 12 intelligence. It's not that bad.
Velvira's gonna reach into her pocket and pull out a seed, place it on top of our little makeshift grave, and then use Druidcraft to make it
better.
sprout up into like a really unique like purple flower that's not.
1-800. I did this. What's up?
No.
Call me.
And I imagine it grows up and it just pushes Monty's card up out of the air and it just blows away.
Blows away.
Oh shit.
All right, yeah, so you Druidcraft a nice little unique bush or plant, whatever
I'm with the
you
bush.
want it to be.
Slap a bush
Nice
on there.
purple flower bush.
Yeah, flowering bush. That's my favorite type of bush.
I love when my bushes flower.
All right, so it's probably about 4 p.m. now. You guys got a little bit of daylight left.
How long is it till we get to that place we're going to?
Neverwinter?
Yeah.
It'd be like 7 more days of traveling to get to Neverwinter
Jesus.
on foot.
Yeah, I just was looking at the map and I was like, yeah, we have a long way to go.
I think
Oh,
I'm
is
even
that where
being
we
generous.
are? Is that
yeah,
the
I
X?
know, yeah. Because we're not.
Oh,
I think
shit.
we don't
Being
have like a
generous
forest or
for-
anything. We're just walking.
Yeah.
I don't even see it on here.
You guys would know
It's
too.
higher.
Oh.
Like
Like there are boats too. Like if you guys wanted to ferry a boat, you'd have to go back to Waterdeep for that though.
Backtrack.
What about Thornhold? Maybe we can get a boat at Thornhold.
It's kind of deceiving. It's not on the coast.
AKA Travis doesn't have a map for that. Keep moving.
I think he's right. I think that's like this island, isn't it?
It's not even a port.
I think it's like Underdark, to be honest.
I like to walk. Ask Hannah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can certainly walk.
As we leave the trail, I'm just gonna write down in my notes basically markers that I see to remember if the trail gets covered. But Monty's
yeah, it's
just
a pretty
gonna start walking
it's a
forward.
pretty straight road. But you can give me a nature check to see what you identify.
No.
Don't make me roll as a person that has no negatives in all my rolls. Never goes well. Survival, you said? Or nature? You said nature? Nature, right?
Either, whatever you prefer. Take either of them.
My lord, it's broke. I have a +2.
You pick out a cliff face that you think kind of looks unique. Up on the ridge above, it kind of is jutted out a little bit.
Old man on the mountain. Oh, one thing I forgot to say before we continue our adventure is that I am using the optional feature that when you do have a Bardic Inspiration die, you can use it on attack damage and heals. I don't know if I mentioned that last time.
If you did, I probably forgot because it was like 2 months ago.
No, I just remembered like I have that. I chose that over the old one. I think the percentages are better if you do like the other, like the normal shit you can use Bardic Inspiration for, but
Bardic Inspiration expire? Like, does it last until a certain amount of time?
I think after a long rest it does, but other than that, I think it sticks with you.
Did you give it to me before? You gave it to me before we long rested, right?
Yeah,
so I wouldn't have it anymore.
I don't know. Yeah, it lasts for 10 minutes. There you go. 10 minutes.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't.
I don't have it anymore.
It was basically me to see if
I was just making sure.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna need a roll, so I just gave it to you just in case.
Okay, that's what I thought.
All right, what you guys doing as you get back out to the road? You got a little bit of daylight left.
On the road again.
I look down at the cloak that I tied around my waist, and I look back up. Ian, let me know if you see any water.
You can use her water skin. What's the issue with using the water skin?
Just feel like I need to be submerged.
I can help you with that.
Scratch off the crusty blood off of my skin.
I kept on thinking you were trying to get the cloak wet, not your body.
If you want, I can fully drench you head to toe.
I look at you.
Create a whole bunch of water and just.
You see me, head to toe in dust. Go.
Head to toe.
Do that.
I wouldn't do it.
I'll just wait till we come across some water. But thank you.
Okay, I can just make water appear, but whatever you want to do. If you'd rather have naturally sourced water, that's on you. No worries.
There's also the ocean, but it might sting.
That'll be good
Dang.
for cuts.
Salt.
Cleans them out. Won't get infected. Do you want to die? Like, it's just, you gotta clean them out. Wait a minute. Okay, hear me out. If you can, from head to toe, light yourself on fire, can you not cauterize your own wounds?
Cauterize? My wounds are just cuts now, but I have blood, just dried blood all over me. Like, I'm not bleeding.
Yeah, but then there's still room for bacteria to get into the cuts, is what I'm saying.
Listen, you don't. I'm from an elemental plane, all right? Things are different in the world of fire.
Well, I hope one gets infected.
Smells weird.
It's walking, you know.
Yeah, so you guys heading towards Neverwinter? Is that what you decided upon?
I never walk backwards in life.
Oh my god.
You guys managed... Go ahead, Amanda.
As we start to walk again, how's the weather?
It's still just nice out, like a good temperature day, no wind.
Even better. As we start to get walking again, Velvira's gonna be behind everybody, and she's gonna cast Create Water to make like a rain shower to just come down on Fi and Monty.
Son of a bitch.
She's gonna try to do it without them knowing. Just try to make it look like a weird rain shower in the middle of the day when there's not even clouds in the sky.
Would you cast Create Water?
Mm-hmm.
You just cast that so it pops into the chat.
Once I get back in there.
How do you guys react to this water suddenly falling down on you?
Is it like all of a sudden just downpouring, or does it like graduate, like start like sprinkling, and then it just like gets heavier and heavier?
10 gallons of clean water. Just dump 10 gallons of clean water
Just all
on
at
top
once.
of us.
No, I saw that I can make it shower down. I'm like, oh, we'll do that. It doesn't say if it comes down lightly, but I would imagine it all just kind of starts downpouring all at once. Sorry.
She hates water. She was gonna
For
do
your
this
own good.
gradually.
It's for your own good.
So just walking with my head still hanging low, minding my own business, when all of a sudden it just starts downpouring, and I like look up and my eyes are like wide, and I just start running. Like running. So when I'm running, does it follow me?
Oh, yeah. It's in like a 30-foot cube, so I guess you could get away from it.
And I'm just like breathing heavy and I'm running, but you can tell as I'm running, it's very painful, but I am scared.
Terrified her. Montague, the water hits him and cleans like a lot of his face, and his hair goes damp, and he goes, ah! And he puts his shield over his head and blocks the rest of it as he waits underneath it. So like the top of him gets a
Filthy
little
little
washed
gremlins.
out. And he's just holding his shield above him.
How long do you think it takes for me to run away from a 30-foot cube of water?
Probably about like 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
But
I
can
was
we
like,
see
you
an
could probably get out of there
athletics
pretty
check? I feel
fast.
like she would slip on the water. I feel like it'd be muddy.
I'll give an athletics to see how fast you get out of it.
She just laughs to herself.
Hey, you could roll really well and be fucking fast as fuck.
I hope you fucking fall so
As I'm like painfully still hurting, but scared the fuck of rain.
I hope my weather table doesn't roll rain then.
Athletics?
Yeah. Let's just see how fast you go. Yeah, it probably takes you about like 4 seconds to get out of it as you like slip a little bit when you're running, but you don't fall over or anything, but you
Fall
do
into the mud.
stumble a little bit out of sheer shock of the water.
How long does the water last?
It's I think it's just till the 10 gallons are gone, right? I was
Mhm.
looking
Yeah.
at it. It doesn't have like a length, so.
I run out of it and I keep like a steady pace and like keep checking behind me as I just like wait for them to get out of the water.
Yeah, it's
Elvira's
just
just gonna
me, I
walk
think.
through it and just kind of just enjoy the rain shower.
You say you had chocolate.
Yeah, Monty just covering himself with a shield. So eventually the rain runs out and you guys are continuing on down the road still, I'd imagine. All right. So as night starts to fall and you feel like you have to camp soon, up ahead of you about like 100 feet, you notice a wagon with a horse just sitting like on the side of the road, and it's at a slight tilt a little bit, and there's like 2 lanterns hanging off of it.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Is there anybody in it?
From where you are, you can't tell if. Well, give me a perception check.
Okay.
I know what you see.
Put a cube of water over the ocean.
I
was
saw
like, what the hell
that.
is that? I was like,
So you don't see anyone inside the carriage, but you see 2 feet sticking from underneath it.
What is it? A covered wagon or something
Yep.
like that? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What kind of Wizard of Oz shit is this?
covered wagon.
Curling.
Wait,
Covered
there's feet
wagon.
underneath?
Yeah, it's a covered wagon. It's kind of like at a slant right now. because you see 2 lanterns on the front of it, and one of them's higher than the other. And Zafrina noticed 2 feet sticking out from underneath it.
Oh.
So can I walk over near it?
Yeah, if you want to keep walking forward, if you want to tell people that you notice feet, or
Is it coming in our direction? Or is it?
it's stopped.
It stopped.
So I'm sorry. So is it the back of it and then the
Front.
two? So we're saying the front of it.
You see
Oh, that's what I
horses.
was asking, if
you
they
see-
were coming our way.
Up almost if like it was lifted for an oil change.
It's like so it's facing you.
Yep.
One wheel's kind of like higher than the other
I
right
thought you
now.
meant it was up, like when you drive your car up and you would change the oil out of it, so it's like up. But
Slaps
saying
this bad boy.
slanted. It's
It
slanted.
can fit so much
Sounds
oil
cool.
in this baby.
The horse is like.
And is the person moving underneath?
From the distance, you can't tell. Right now, you just see the 2 feet sticking out.
All right. So guys,
Yeah.
see 2 feet underneath
I like it.
of the carriage. Can't tell if they're moving or not.
I mean, I would imagine if you're under a carriage, you're not moving.
Well, it wouldn't be the first dead body we come across today.
Do you
we're
want
just gonna
to?
keep on walking towards it?
Yeah, like to walk.
Yeah, so as you continue to walk up towards it, I'm going to still take that perception check. You notice the feet moving a little bit.
Okay. How long are the feet? What size?
You can't tell from.
They
You're
size
probably like
7?
50 feet now, but they look like boots.
Boots.
These
of a
boots are
man
made
or-
for
or a
walking.
woman?
Can't tell from
Oh.
50 feet.
Really, I could.
Boots don't have a gender, Ariana.
There's some pretty thick boots.
Well, I'm talking about the shoe size mainly.
Some big boots.
We're still just walking towards it, right?
Yeah. So are you guys walking right up to the carriage?
Okay.
So as you walk up to the carriage, all of you now see just a guy like moving his feet around as he's underneath his carriage right now. He's like, "Get in there, you fucker!" And he like jams a piece of wood, and you hear like a metal hammer like smack against the bottom of his carriage.
I'm going to go to the side opposite of where his feet are, and I'm just gonna crouch down and look right at him.
Give me a stealth check to see how close you get before he notices you.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, baby.
10. So as you like step before you lean down, he's just like,
He sees my feet.
"Who's there?" And he like looks back over at you, and you can hear him like rummaging. And as you lean down, you just see the face of a bearded man looking back at you. "Can I help you, ma'am?"
Are you okay? Do you need any help?
"I just broke an axle here on my wagon, traveling the high road from Neverwinter."
I don't know what an axle is, but there's a
Just-
few of us here if you need some help.
You guys got any woodwork handiness?
Where's
I
Hammer
just,
when you
like-
need him?
Look up and I look over. Can any of you guys help him?
I came from rich folk. We don't do this sort of thing.
I like to consider myself a jack of all trades. I've been very useful today. I can help you.
Buried a dead
So
body.
he's gonna slide out from underneath and look at all of you. "Oh, there's a whole bunch of you. I mean, yeah, if you want to help me out, that'd be great. I'm already late on my shipment. High road sucks these days."
Oh, what do you peddle, sir? Glug glug. 1 sec.
Ale, mostly.
Oh. Yeah, we can't let the thirsty patrons be waiting on that. Velvira's gonna try her best to help out Monty, do whatever he's gonna do.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. And so right now you look at the carriage and he has it like propped up on a block. He like used like something as a lever and propped it up on a block, and the axle in the middle is like splintered, but it's not fully broken. So he's trying to like manufacture it back together so it's sturdy enough for the road. You also notice the wheels are very muddy and the cart in general is very dirty.
Where are you coming from?
Neverwinter. The road sucks these days.
Sucks as in danger, or sucks as in rough driving?
Rough, wet, keep getting stuck. It's almost like the swamp is draining into the high road.
Which swamp? The Mere?
Yeah, the Mere. They keep trying to reroute the high road further away from it, but the swamp just seems to encroach on it every time, so they kind of gave up. But it's been bad these past few months, I'd even say.
That's not good. You're heading south?
Yeah, final stretch. Stopped at Thornhold on my way to Waterdeep. I'm about a day behind, and of course my axle snapped.
Anything alarming up there? We're heading to Neverwinter ourselves.
Road's always dangerous on that stretch between Thornhold and Neverwinter, but I don't think it's any more dangerous than normal. It just seems worse. Wet. Constantly wet. Everyone's getting stuck.
Everyone's getting wet.
So many of my colleagues have been doing boat shipments lately that they've jacked up the prices of the ports, so I figured I'd be able to make them a little bit more experience, but it just seems to be getting worse and worse.
Well,
Which way's the swamp?
North of here. Keep following this road. Maybe 2 more days of travel. Get you to Thornhold. You think one of you can help me prop up this bar a little bit? Or hammer it in while I prop it up?
Hammer?
Hammer?
I got your back. Whatever you feel. I'm much better with a hammer than as you can tell, strength as my scrawny frame.
Sounds good. And he just like holds a hammer out to you and like 3 nails. And then he pulls out of his back pocket like a plank of wood that he's trying to like bind it with. I'll hold it in place, nail that plank of wood on both sides, and then we'll try to get another plank on the other side. Hopefully that'll get me to Waterdeep.
Sounds good.
Hey, Tana, how about you get in there and help him hold it up?
Get those smooth hands in there.
She's just got like a centipede and its feet are just like wiggling
Oh.
out of her mouth and it's just fighting for its dear life as she goes, okay,
So-
and just hops on over, helps hold up the carriage.
The guy and Tana are going to get underneath the carriage and try to shove it back into place. I'm going to give Tana an athletics at advantage.
Yeah, Tana, get it.
I thought they were
So
two
Tana and
twos.
this guy just like shove it like right up. And so now Monty, you see it in place now.
I got Velvira with me too, helping. So she's, I'm guessing, probably putting the nails up into the holes for me as I
Don't
hammer.
hit my thumb. Oh, God.
Go ahead and make
What is
a
it?
sleight of hand at advantage.
Oh, I have good sleight of hand.
Let's see.
2 run ones.
That's a good roll. So the first nail you just hit cleanly in, like on one fell swoop. And then Velvira, as she adjusts the other one, you like hit it. It doesn't go all the way in, but then you recoil back and hit it again, and you sink the next nail right into it. That's one of them. Now we just need to get the back, and they're still holding onto it.
Meanwhile, me and Zafrina are standing there, and I have my arm up on Zafrina's shoulder, and I'm just picking my nails.
Trying to get the blood out from underneath them.
Same check.
Yep. So you guys shift to like the other side of the axle, so you don't have to move too far. But yeah, same check.
You know, I once helped my dad shed in our backyard.
I believe it. You're doing a great job.
Yeah. So this one, first nail takes 2 hits. Second nail takes another 2 hits, but you hit them in cleanly.
I'm like
Then
stretching my arm. Oh man.
Then the guy is gonna like let go of it a little bit. I think we're good, and he's gonna like tap on it a few times to check for its sturdiness. Well, thank you folk kindly. I don't have much to pay you for, but I can muster up like a bottle of wine or something.
Ooh, that would be great payment.
Yeah, you don't have to pay me nothing, but I'm sure I know a couple wine lovers in our group. No, sure that will
Yep.
satisfy him.
So he's gonna like stand up from underneath, brush off his legs, open up the door of the carriage, and like reach in, and he's gonna pull out a bottle of red wine. It looks similar to the wine that you bought at the wine stand in Waterdeep before, Hannah. And he's gonna hold it out.
Oh, the one that Tana
Yeah.
dumped? Got it.
Well, here you go.
Make sure you get home safe. There's wild things going on in these woods these days.
Oh yeah, I've been traveling this road for years. Seems to be getting crazier and crazier, but normally I'm past the worst of it. This final stretch shouldn't be bad. Just gonna hear an earful when I get there because I'm a few days late.
Well, at least you got the evidence to prove that you had a delay.
That's true. And he's gonna start climbing up on his wagon. Well, have a good one, folks. Thanks for your help. And he's gonna go, Hutch. He's gonna wave. So as he makes his way off, it's getting darker now. You guys could continue to press forward, maybe like another mile or two, or you can go ahead and make camp, whatever you'd prefer.
I feel like we should make the camp here because he just said that he came through the worst of the woods. So I don't think it would be good if we camped forward at the moment.
He said that was still like 2 days out, though. Or that was the swamp, right?
Holds about 2 days from here. From where you guys met him.
Oh, so it's like 2 days ahead of us? The
Yep.
bad part? Oh.
We're not going to get that much further tonight. Night's hitting.
I don't think the mile will make the difference. I think we should just start the camp now.
I agree. We'll just
Okay.
wake up as early as possible and continue the walk. Watch out for naked men rummaging around.
No, leave him alone. Look at
Are you
this,
making it
guys.
on the road, or are you heading in
Yeah.
the road just a little bit?
Oh,
Ooh,
is
look
that
at those
chicken or
taters,
salmon?
though.
Chicken,
Taters.
potatoes, rice.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Delicioso.
So are we making camp?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm assuming Tana grabbed that bottle of wine, by the way. Just snatched it right up.
Winiac.
Yep.
can I do like a quick walk around to see if I see any water?
Yep. Make a nature check for me.
I always make more for you.
Slow and steady. Nature.
Why I went with the rainfall instead of the full 10-gallon dump.
Yeah, so as you walk like just a little bit off the road, you notice a stream that appears to be coming down from the mountain. Looks like it's almost heading towards the ocean that you know is to your west. But yeah, you find like a little stream, maybe about a foot deep at its deepest.
Is there something that I can do to like look around where we're about to set up camp to see if I like see anything suspicious?
Yeah, go ahead and make a... Are you looking for something specific or just in general?
No, just in general, see if there's any weird,
Make a
weird-
perception check.
A perception. Okay, that's a +1. What did I roll?
A 3. Yeah, so as you look around, everything looks normal. It looks like it's been a calm day all day today. The moon's coming up. Well, it's already up at this point.
What cycle is the moon and what phase is it?
Waxing.
Oh, which one?
I don't know. I don't know moon phases.
Mercury retrograde.
He knew the waxing. Give him some.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like lay out my bedroll, and I'm going to like. No, I'm not. I'm not going to. I'm gonna get up and like just start like walking away towards the stream.
Elvira's going to start making a little campsite, setting up tents and whatnot.
Give me a survival check just to see how well of a campsite you set up and how efficiently you are. Yeah, so you set up the tents and you kind of struggle with them a little bit as you prop them up, but you get them up
Hard
within
for a
like
halfling.
30 minutes or so and lay out a bedroll. Zafrina, what are you doing after your little look around?
I'm just gonna set my tent up.
All right, give me a survival check to see how well you set up this tent.
Wow. Wow. Where's survival? Found it.
Yeah, so you prop up your tent. It goes up fine, but it's a little crooked, you notice when you look back, but you're too
Rich
lazy to
girls
do
don't
anything
do
about
that.
it.
We didn't.
Monty, what are you doing?
Anyone make a fire yet?
Nope. I don't think
I don't think so.
Make a fire, put my bedroll next to it. And just go over my notes and look at my journal.
All right, give me a survival, see how that fire comes out. Yeah, you get a good little roaring fire going pretty easily. Prop down right next to it. Fi, what are you doing when you at your little stream?
All right, so picture it. It's a beautiful stream. The moonlight's hitting it just right. You hear Careless Whisper in the background. So, Vi walks over to the babbling brook and gets like really nervous, and her heart starts pounding as she's looking down at the water, and realizing that she has to. All I see is frog dancing shower gif, and I'm too afraid to click it.
I love it.
And she's looking down at the stream, and her heart's racing, and she just knows that she has to get in this water to clean the dirty blood, and is looking at the water as like a new way to just rejuvenate herself and become a different person than what she is. And she finds a rock that's nearby, and she takes out the cloak, the clean cloak, and she like drapes it over the rock, and she starts undoing all like the bells and whistles in her pouches, and she puts it nearby, and she starts just ripping off the old clothes and just gets literally butt ass naked, and walks over to the water and is just like, "You're ruining the mood," and is just like breathing heavy as she like slowly starts to like dip her toes in, and she takes a deep breath and she says, "You're stronger than this," and she just dives right into the water.
I'm about to dive in.
And she's just in the water, and she just starts crying because she's never felt more stronger than this part of always kind of funny, but being afraid of water. But she just feels strong and just different, and just is looking at things just a little bit differently. And she's just like washing herself, and in her head, she's just washing away the years of just torment and just everything that she's been through and everything that she's seen, and literally just sits in the water and just with her eyes closed, is just like her head is just bobbing in the water and just having her moment.
You've never taken a bath before this? I don't know how old you are. I don't remember. But
I just picture it being different, like more magic where I'm from, especially being fire. Fire
bath.
and water don't mix
so
very
you
well.
bathe in a volcano? That's what you're telling me?
I haven't really thought of that, so don't pressure me.
Yeah, Montague's same thing as fire.
I was
A lot of
clean.
fire,
Like
it's
I've
just-
always been
I don't need to
clean. Like
wash.
I haven't been stinky. It's just
I've
more
always been
like
clean too. Yep.
Stinky.
I don't
Yep.
sick.
And she just sits in the water for probably like a good half hour. And then she gets out of the water and she starts like using all of her like ribbons and straps to fasten some sort of makeshift outfit out of this oversized, because she's very slender, but I think she's tall. I don't remember how tall she is. And wrapping this around her and comes back. Stop! You're ruining my moment! And comes back to the little camp, all clean and wearing new clothes.
Pictures of my legs.
Just you look like a sailor man. You would see Monty like playing like small strings, like acoustic, like ding ding ding, like the beginning of like acoustic song, but like just like stuck in that motion as he looks up to see you. You look refreshed.
That's the way to put it.
I'm happy for you.
Valvira's going to look over to Monty. Maybe you should try it sometime. You might feel refreshed too.
I am refreshed. I got surprised by a rain cloud earlier today, and
I think you were trying to hide from it.
no, I couldn't see. I couldn't walk.
Oh, okay, sure. Mm-hmm.
As Fee like starts to walk by, I'll just so you know.
I'm not walking by.
Okay.
I come over and I sit next to you.
Just so you know, we have your back.
Always.
Whatever that may be to you, or in general.
She like has this puzzled look. My dog, go away.
Is he licking your leg?
No, he's like nudging my arm.
Potatoes.
Hurting
I
you.
love
You say
potatoes,
that, and I kind of have like a puzzled look on my face because I'm not really like fully understanding. And I just look up at you. You know, I never got to say it, but I really did enjoy the first song I ever heard you sing.
Best review I've had yet. Thank you.
And I just nod and like look back down.
Well, I say we toast to washing off the problems of the day, as he's dirty. And a brighter future.
New beginnings. Anna, do you mind sharing that wine?
Hisses at me. I just want you to know if there might be a likelihood that I might disappear like that again. So hopefully I can find my way back to you guys again.
If not, we'll find our way to you.
And I just like nod as I'm looking down.
Whenever you feel like you want to talk about it, I know I can speak with Vel for this, that we have open ears.
Absolutely.
We can help in any way that you would like or deem fit. Until then, we stick together.
And I reach and I grab my water skim. And I take a sip of the wine.
Cheers to that.
I don't usually
She'll reach
drink,
down into Hana's bag and pull out the wine.
I'm gonna
uncork
tug.
it,
I'm
drink
literally
some.
gonna try to yank away the wine from Tana.
I just picture her like kind of leaning back like a baby, sucking on the bottle.
Yeah, exactly. I imagine her just like
Bug juice.
hogging the shit out of that wine.
I'm just gonna take it and start passing it around the campfire. Some good wine. Oh, Monty, about earlier, by the way. And she's just gonna wild shape into that orange cat.
Oh, I thought I made a new friend.
Cat's just gonna shake its head.
Old friends are better than new friends, so. Good to know. Good to know. I kind of feel deceived. Kind of hurt, but you didn't eat the breakfast I got you. You left, so you owe me a breakfast.
She's just gonna headbutt his arm.
Sweet cat.
I feel like the road ahead is going to be tough. With or without whatever happened to you, Fee. I think in general we will run into a lot of trouble. We don't know what we're getting into. But I'm glad I'm doing it with you guys. I haven't been on my own for so long now. I've forgotten what it's like to be among people. My songs have always been different than actually. It's kind of kept me at a distance from people, if anything. But to have true heart-to-heart with people has been a very long time. So I appreciate it for bringing me out here and getting me out of my shell. I really do.
Sabrina, are you sitting at or on the fire?
You're sitting on the fire?
I am past the fuck out of my tent.
Sleepy dragonborn.
Ruining another RP moment. Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm awake.
I'll just do it with Monty. It's fine. I'll have another moment with Monty. And as like you finish saying that, I like slowly lean over and I put my head on your shoulder as like a single tear just like goes down my face and soaks into your little shirt, your little dirty shirt.
Dirty little shirt.
With my eyes closed.
I'll under like not like whisper, but like underneath my breath just go, hopefully it's as good as you remembered, and I'll play the song that you liked.
Give me a performance check.
Oh no.
See how you're feeling.
I don't ever
with emotions.
I don't fucking trust my fucking rolls on this.
I'm so scared.
Why am I sweating?
+5. Oh
yeah. You can describe it however you want. That's a good tune.
Yeah, so it was legit the song I was like starting to play before but didn't ever commit. And I've kind of been like playing the beginning for a while now. But when she lays on my shoulder and I feel like I don't get wet that often, so I felt like the tear. I just want her to feel like I feel like she's going through something, and it reminds me a lot of my past troubles and the feeling of being alone. So I tried to play it slower and softer than I originally played it. Like kind of like a Dave Matthews Band playing a song that's acoustic of their normal like song, and slow. And at the end of it, like I just like hum it instead of actually singing any of the verses. I just say, "Rest easy, friend. It's gonna be okay."
Sweet moment.
Belvier is just curled up by the fire, just purring away.
How long does Wild Shape last for, anyways?
See, look, there you are. There you are, right behind Monty.
Yeah, there you are. Are you as rude as this one?
No, sweet cat. Not a grumpy bitch. Fucking love her.
Shithead.
She's my inspiration for my wild shape roleplay. Is it an hour? I think it's an hour.
It's half your druid level rounded down, so it's an hour right now.
Yeah.
Oh, so the more levels, the longer you can be. That's
Yeah.
smart. Yeah.
That's cool.
So what are people up to now? They going to bed?
Yep.
Velvira's gonna stretch and then head on over to her tent, just curl up in a ball on her sleeping roll.
Okay. Monty, Fi.
Oh. Yeah, I go in the tent where Safrina is and fall asleep. Closer to her than usual.
Oh.
Montague's going to stay up as long as he can to keep like an eye on the area, mess with his journal, and eventually, when he's too tired to stay up anymore, he will fall asleep in his bedroll, which is just next to the fire. He doesn't sleep in a tent.
Okay. All right, so about 2 hours pass. And Ariana, can I have you leave the room?
Why?
And Amanda, can you join me in pilot stuff?
Oh, okay.
Ooh. AFK dungeon! AFK dungeon!
I want to
Or
go
do you
to
want
pilot
AFK
stuff.
dungeon?
AFK dungeon. Keep it true.
I'll let you choose. AFK dungeon? So into AFK
The
dungeon.
tribe has
I
spoken.
actually changed AFK dungeon the other day because I wanted to talk with Amanda before Strahd without Maddie coming in because that
Joining
usually
in.
happens. But then we didn't. I ended up needing to, so I have to switch it back to AFK dungeon for tradition.
Dungeon. Do you like all my Fi moments?
I absolutely love RPing with you. It's always good. Did you see my post in the Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah. Shit, it's so much fun. I love it. That's why I was trying to say the bodies of water because I wanted to do that whole thing of washing my sins away.
Great character. Big fan.
I love her. Sweet girl. So now that we're gonna get attacked, what do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna have long fingers? Vandrel.
It's gonna be the twins.
The twins.
What I'm
So
trying
funny.
to remember what year this was. I think it's after Strahd and stuff too. I don't remember what. I think I put it in the timeline too thing.
I don't know what year it is.
I know it's later. I think all of Trav's stuff is later.
Later. Yeah.
I think it's 1492.
What were there specific swamps where Fandral was?
Mirror of Dead Men is where she's from.
Checks
But
out.
I mean, it's a big swamp. Timelines.
You look like a bat. What are you doing, baby?
Hold on, let me call Ariana back too.
Oh, it's before. Yeah, it's before too.
Babe, can you come get your dog?
Babe!
Did my camera turn off? Oh, there we go.
And the food? Oh my goodness. Leave it. Leave it. Cash. Cash.
Smell like anything. I assume it's junk.
Go see Daddy. Go see Dad.
Mhm.
Go see him. See him over there? Can you call him at least?
Let's wait for Ariana to get her headset back on.
Jesus.
All right. So, Montague,
Yeah,
what are you doing during your first watch?
just basically. When it comes to the watch stuff, I'm gonna be focusing on around me. I won't be messing with anything.
All right. Yeah, so you hear a commotion coming from Velvira's tent. Velvira, do you want to
Mhm.
or P, what you're doing.
So Velvira is just curled up, tucked in nice and snug. And then as she's snoring, she just kind of starts to. No, 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 no. But she's not waking up. She's just screaming in her sleep.
So yeah, I would hear that. I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd run. I'd just drop all of like my loot and stuff and run over to her tent. And what do I see when I enter the tent? Is she like in her sleep yelling this?
Yeah, so she's in her sleep and you're curled up right now, right? So she's curled up kind of like in a ball right now. And she's just like moving around and screaming in her sleep.
Well, I'll go up and I'll try to shake her awake.
All right, would shake. Go ahead, and give me an athletics check just to see how vigorously you shake her awake. Or are you trying to be gentle, or?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Whoa, 19
Yeah.
with a +0.
So you give her a good shake, and Velvira, as you wake up from it, you feel your arm release, like you can move your arm again, where you felt like you couldn't before.
Yeah. Monty! Oh my god! And I'm just gonna wrap my arms around you and just give you a big hug, and I'm just sobbing.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. What
No.
happened? What happened? What happened?
No, it was horrible. I was having this dream. I was following a hummingbird. It was so beautiful. It seemed like it was going to be such a lovely dream. I was following this hummingbird, and it brought me through the woods, which was great. But then I got to a clearing, and everything was dead. Everything. The trees, the grass, the animals, everything was dead. And then the hummingbird was beside me, and he went behind, so I turned around, and there was this horrible face, like a horrible, horrible face, and it had horns, and it was just blue, and grabbed me, and it hurt me, like it still kind of hurts me now, but it told me to bring it a girl, and then you woke me up.
Velvira, as you say that too, you still feel a searing pain on your forearm.
Right here. Just
On your
Give
arm?
sleeves.
Does she have
As
sleeves?
you pull up your sleeve, you see a hand mark on your forearm.
Is it black?
Yep.
Shit!
It's a curse. It's a curse.
Am I
Yeah.
gonna die?
No. I think you're
My
fine.
eyes gonna go black?
When I look at
Do my veins look okay?
when I look at like her symptoms and like just look specifically at the hand, do I notice anything with like the magic or like just or
So you notice a black hand like you saw before, and the veins near the hand have some black in them, but it doesn't run up the arm at all. It's just like concentrated on the forearm.
I am going to put my hands together and just show me what I can't see and cast detect magic on her to see if I see anything from specifically where the handprint is and just like overall. I mean, it's 30 feet, so I'm mostly focused on her right now.
Can I roll? Can I roll anything to hear like if I heard the commotion at all?
I would have, yeah. When I'm doing that, I would have yelled, "Everyone, wake up! Wake up!" Like, because I would imagine.
I mean,
I would try
I'd
to
imagine everything's really loud unless one of you is a heavy sleeper.
I just
You'd
like
wake
Ariana.
up. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because I have questions. So
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Okay.
I would. Regardless, I would have tried to wake you guys up while I was doing the detect
Yeah.
magic thing.
When you do detect magic, you don't notice any magic.
A non-magical curse. This
I
has
don't
to
like
be.
this.
It has to be. As I like look around, as I'm sure people are waking up, it has to be something related to the curse in their area. You saw diseased woods, right?
Yeah. Just a patch of it.
And as I say that, I like open up the tent. I don't know if there's a little piece. Oh,
Slap.
Flap.
a slap, a little flap flap. Is everything okay in here? I say like all groggy.
We have more information on how the wizard we found perished. Velvira was attacked the same way.
In my sleep.
And I show the mark on her because I'm holding her forearm. I like pull it out and like move to my left and let you see the mark on her.
And I like squat down and I like kind of like just look at your forearm, and move it around as I examine it to looking at the other
And you
ladies. And does it look the same, right?
Yep, looks the same except just not as progressed. So to
with
say.
What did this? Go ahead.
Oh, just with my right hand, you can tell that I still am casting magic. Like, as a magic user, you can tell I'm casting weave magic. And I just look at you and be like, it doesn't seem to be magic.
What did this to you? What did it look like?
The creature in my dreams had horns and a blue face. It was horrifying.
Does that face sound familiar to me, Travis?
Yeah.
I've seen that face before.
Where?
In the mirror.
Oh.
It had horns and its face twisted and smirked back at me.
I also
You saw it.
It's a night hag. It's them.
But how is it getting into her mind?
We
It's
have
in
to
my
be
dreams.
close. Maybe Neverwinter's wasn't. Maybe that's too far. Maybe we're already nearby, and maybe that's what killed the wizard in the first place. She saw diseased woods, and if
Swamp?
it's not magic, it's like a curse from them, or they're able
I wonder
to.
if that map will lead us to them.
Yeah, but we need
What
to
was
figure
that?
out
What was that girl's name?
with the wizard.
Madrid.
Maybe Madrid was trying to find them. Maybe that's where this map will lead us.
I definitely agree that that map gets to them. We have no one to read the dwarvish part of it, which puts us at a disadvantage. But I do think we are close now, because if we were not near them, I do not think they would be able to affect Velvira in her sleep. I mean, I don't see any diseased woods near us, but she saw it in her dreams, so.
When you fell asleep, did anything seem similar? Like, did you see anything that you've seen in real life?
Sabrina's just now making her way.
Oh, what's up, guys?
So the commotion.
What is happening in here? I'm trying to sleep. What is so bad that Warren's screaming?
I got attacked in my dream.
What do you mean you got attacked?
I got attacked in my dream. And she's gonna pull up her sleeve and just show off her freaking creepy black-handed veined arm.
And Sabrina just has like shock on her face. And she's like, "Oh shit!"
And then I like look back at you. Did you see a horned figure in that mirror?
I just like look at you with like my eyes widen, and I go, "Yeah."
Was its face blue?
I slowly turn. It might have been. What's going on? What's happening?
That's the creature in my dream. It grabbed me, and then I woke up with this on my arm.
It's them. It's the night hags. There would be no reason for them to attack you, whether it's either we're close or they know about us. I lean towards that we're close by. But the problem is we have a map that unless in your dream, and I'm gonna pull out the map out of my my vest, and I will hand it to you, Vel, and unless in the dream you saw any of these markers, and I point out the
stump in the
stump,
stone.
rock
Yeah.
formation, and then stone shield with the axe etched into it.
Velvira, you were in a normal forest.
I was gonna say I had nothing.
This map is of a swamp,
Yeah.
so it's different.
It was just all forest in my dream. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary, like no markers. I don't want to go back to bed.
How long did she sleep for?
2 hours, maybe.
30 minutes.
So it was diseased forest.
A patch of
Not
diseased
swamp.
forest in the middle of a normal forest.
Then where
I've
did
never seen anything like it.
So we have a map that's telling us to go to a swamp, and a dream where you saw a hag in a forest.
These hags are smart. I don't think they would point us the way to them.
It's true, it was within a dream. I just don't feel like they could get to her unless they were nearby.
What was that one thing that you said about hags? They like to torment people?
Yeah.
Well, they did a really good job to me.
They like to make you miserable. Their lair's disease designed to kill trespassers. They draw pleasures from bargains with people.
Hags are a lot stronger than I thought.
Same.
In your dream, did the person speak to you?
They told me to bring them a girl.
Interesting.
I look
demanded-
around. I mean, there's 4 girls here. We can just bring ourselves.
It must be the girl. Did the girl never make it there? Maybe the girl's in the spot marked in the map?
The girl or a girl?
The girl we're looking for. It's a girl, right?
Suzanne?
Suzanne.
Yeah. Maybe the wizard? The white-haired wizard woman? I don't remember her name. Maybe
Madrid.
she
Madrid.
was specifically supposed to bring the girl
Bring
and
the
then had a
girl.
change of heart and hit her?
She failed
And
in her
they-
task, and now they're reaching out to somebody else who will do their bidding? I'm not going to bring them a girl.
Yeah, they're barking up the wrong tree. I don't know who they think they're talking to.
I still can't.
As
As
Sabrina over here, like,
Sabrina's
whipping out
eating
beef
her
jerky.
rations, yeah. Leaning against the pole of the tent.
I still can't get by the fact that they're able to affect you without being close. They have to be nearby.
I would assume so too.
We don't have the mirror. We don't have any charms or anything. You haven't found any necklaces or rings or anything.
Nope.
And I was hoping I could detect magic off of you, and as I bring my hands together and wipe, and then I stop, and there's nothing. So there's no trace of where they could be other than either going by your dream or following this map.
Well, unless we find a hummingbird, I don't know how we're going to find that forest.
Hummingbird.
Actually, scratch that. I'm gonna just retcon a little thing here. Your detect magic saw necrotic magic.
I'm
On.
gonna retcon.
Yeah,
On
on her arm.
Do I see it anywhere else? Or is it just on her arm?
Just on her arm.
I just see Monty rub his eyes and take a closer look. Hold on a minute.
Oh my!
Well, it would be similar. I would see the necrotic and then I wouldn't see anywhere else, and I wouldn't. So necrotic. So they're near somewhere. From what I know from spells, you just can't cast them usually over large distances.
We have to be within their territory at this point.
We're 2 days away from the swamp, right?
Yep, 2 days.
Well, maybe we head towards the
and that
swamp
was like
and
Thornhold, right? Specifically.
Thornhold,
like,
yep.
Yeah.
So
was it, like,
Thornhold is a fortress, basically, right before the swamp.
Hummingbird.
Hummingbird.
Will you come out with me and look for a hummingbird?
Yeah, I can.
I'll come too.
I think if we don't find a hummingbird near, we're gonna need to sleep. Vel,
She could get me again.
I will make sure that she doesn't. I think we'll have to take turns watching ourselves and outside as much as possible. If we can all get in one tent or be near the campfire, I think that will be best. So if anyone has a dream, you seem to scream out pretty quickly, we can stop it from happening. I'll stay up as long as I can and then watch over you guys, and then I just need someone to watch over me. But until then, let's go outside and let's just see if we can find anything that can lead us to them. But we're gonna probably need to sleep at some point. So that's probably the best plan of action.
Okay. Belvier's just gonna shuffle on up out of her bedroll and head on out of the tent and just start peering out into the darkness, just trying to find any kind of signs of a bird.
Yeah, so you guys are searching for a hummingbird?
Really, like any bird, but yeah, like more specifically, yeah, a hummingbird. But like if I saw like any kind of bird, I'd be like, "Hey, a bird!"
Is that a hummingbird? Is that what a hummingbird?
If you want to give me either an investigation or nature check.
I'm not doing a nature check. That's my negatives.
Can I give advantage to
Yep.
Vel on a nature? So
I'll just hit the plus on it. I rolled shit on nature.
She went both. A
Okay.
whack.
Yeah, so as you go through the forest surrounding your little camp, you don't see any birds initially, but Vel, you do see a tree branch with an owl on it, and it just looks at you and just goes, ho, ho.
Wow, look at that.
Is it a pigeon?
I know, right? That sounded like a pigeon. What sound does an owl make?
It's like a
You wanted to add flair to it, which made it a pigeon.
Yeah.
It's an owl.
Apparently, I
with
just
flair.
have pigeons on my mind. I made my seagull a pigeon at one point.
Of course, I don't have speak to animals. I didn't prep that one.
I thought
Animal
I
friendship?
thought you had a thing where you could at least if they spoke your language, you could speak to them, right? That without
I
a
speak
spell.
Sylvan.
Yeah, I know, but I thought you had like a feature that was like you could speak simple, like they could understand you or something. Wasn't that a thing? I swore that was a thing that we talked about. It might be like a feature.
Speech of the woods.
Yeah.
You gain the ability to converse with beasts and many fae. You learn to write, read, speak Sylvan. Beasts can understand your speech, and you gain the ability to decipher their noises and motions. Most speak.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just
right.
I knew
That's
you
why
had something that wasn't like a
I was gonna
spell,
say,
like
because
you
I had
like-
it prepped for level 1, but when I hit level 2, I was like, oh, I don't need that spell anymore.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah. Can I talk to Mr. Owl and see if he's seen any other birds in the
Mr.
area?
Owl. How many licks
Yeah,
does it
so-
take to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
So
This fucking owl's a dick.
So you can speak to it and it will understand you, but it can only convey what it comprehends back to you. So it can't necessarily
It can't
speak, but
speak back,
it can
but-
try to
yeah.
like convey emotion to you. So what do you want to say to it?
Good evening, Owl. Are there any birds around the area? Like a small bird? Like one that flaps its wings really, really fast that you've seen?
The owl, just with its creepy neck, goes like,
It starts looking around. Let's see.
And it kind of hunches up a little bit and looks towards the ground, and you can see its eyes like peering over the ground, like just in the general area.
Oh. Are you hungry?
The owl gives a little nod.
Let's see. I'm gonna
Wild shape
reach-
into a rat.
Where is Octavia's house?
I'm gonna reach into my my rations and pull out some jerky and like just hold it up for him.
The owl's gonna fly over to you and land on your arm and just pick at the jerky in your hand.
Oh, good. Glad you're eating. So.
So I can't. I obviously can't understand anything you're saying because you're speaking in a language I can't speak. But I would like lean in. You're speaking gibberish, but I think you're talking to the owl. Can you ask it if it knows of any diseased woods in the area?
Ooh, I don't know. I didn't think of that. Hey, have you seen any woods in the area with a lot of dead trees? Rotting trees?
The owl looks to the north in the direction you're heading along the road. Ooh, ooh,
Up there that way?
ooh.
Well, that's very helpful. He says up north,
So we
the
are
direction
going.
we're already going.
They can reach further than I thought.
Hmm,
Or they're following us?
I'd hope not.
Maybe the bird's working for them.
The birds
No.
work. for
Maybe
the
maybe
bourgeoisie.
ask it if it's seen anyone else other than us in the
Birds
area.
work for the bourgeoisie.
Have you seen any other people in the area? Maybe people who seem kind of untrustworthy? Not like me, but more sinister in nature?
The bird kind of like cocks its head in confusion. Ooh.
No, he doesn't understand that one, I don't think. That or he just
Okay.
hasn't seen anybody.
Worth a shot.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. I think knowing that it's north is good,
Hmm.
but I'm worried that we're gonna have to be on our toes every time we sleep. Luckily
Yeah.
enough, I don't sleep well, so I will sleep as less as possible. If you're willing to do that with me, I might help you in these. But
I'd be more than happy to do that.
we need basically people to watch out on each other so we don't fall victim to this necrotic death curse.
Valvera's gonna look over at her owl sitting on her tiny little arm. If you don't mind, my arm's getting a little tired, but she's gonna start petting him. You've been most helpful, so thank you very
Holding
much.
You can turn
She's
into
just
an
gonna
owl now.
She's gonna extend her arm up and just let him fly away.
The owl's gonna spread its wings up and just flap off with like 3 powerful thrusts.
So she can turn to an owl. Can she technically turn into a hummingbird since she saw one in her dream?
Yep.
That is the question.
I'll just follow myself.
Yeah, as long as you've seen
Can't
it,
get me now, bitch!
as long as you've seen it and you have the challenge rating, because I think
That's right,
wild
yeah.
shape right now at your level is like a 4th or something.
1/8 or yeah, something like that.
Something your characters would know as well is you could travel through the night, probably make to Thornhold in about a day and a half if it's a 2-day journey. May incur exhaustion.
Yeah.
So we
No,
can,
I
it's
figured
just, yeah.
you said it was a day and a half.
So it's 2 days to Thornhold.
Oh, yeah,
if
yeah,
you were
but-
to travel straight,
No, yeah.
roughly about a day and a half, I'd say.
Hmm. What's a first exhaustion as a player out of character? What's first exhaustion? It's what ability?
It's like
Scores?
ability at
I mean, my
disadvantage.
ability scores are already bad. So one more night of sleeping after tonight. Okay.
Maybe they'll
Let's-
come. Maybe they'll come see me. Not afraid of
Let's
them.
try to make it through tonight. Bavira, I know you don't want to sleep, but you're gonna need to sleep a little bit more. You can do it now, or you can wait.
I'll wait a little bit.
All right, you can stay up with me for now. And then I'll go to sleep and have you watch over me, and then I'll just wake up. Probably Fee. I don't think Zephrina's gonna want to wake up. She's very moody when you wake her up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Don't poke the dragon. I don't know what to tell you.
Character trait tracks.
We need to get you some gold coins to sleep on top of, like in The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Smog.
All right, so Velvira and Monty are up right now. Fi, Zephrina going to bed, and
Yep.
Tana. Forgot about Tana. and
So
all
if
this.
if they Tana's asleep, but I would basically suggest, like, I don't have to necessarily do it in character, but like we're all in the same area. So like if Tana usually sleeps out, like if they're sleeping in the tent, I'd have Tana just sleep on the floor of the tent so we could watch over them. And if there's two of us, then I would just Vel, you can get inside the tent since you've experienced it, and you'll know signs at least, maybe more than I would. And I'll watch outside just to cover our
Okay.
backs.
Yeah, good idea.
And I'm not gonna get super far away from you. I'm just gonna stand outside of the tent and look around.
Are you looking for anything in particular? Or are you just keeping your
No,
eyes
I'm just like it's not even necessarily I'm looking for like the hags. I'm just looking like maybe wolves or something. You know, I'm just keeping an eye out in general, like I usually do.
Yeah, so as you're just looking out, it's a pretty peaceful night through the duration that you're up. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
So when I start to get tired and I know I need to sleep, I'll walk into the tent. Make sure I'm gonna go to bed. Make sure you need to still finish your sleep. You can't not sleep. So wake
Okay.
up, Fee. She's strong. We know that. She'll make sure you're okay.
He's very strong.
If I scream in the night, don't worry about it. It's probably not the hags.
Well, in case it is, I'll still check on you.
Oh, okay.
Wait, not the hags.
And then I lay on the dirt without my bedroll, which is still at the camp.
This is why you're so filthy.
Deep dirt sleep.
Deep dirt sleep.
So Vel, Monty going to bed. Fi's up now.
Right now, Vel's still up because she slept already
Okay.
a little bit, and
Yeah, I'm
it's
still up
just
for a little
her
bit.
watching right now.
Okay. Yeah, Vel. So everything's quiet. Are you in the tent or out of it?
I'm gonna go by the campfire.
Okay. As you're saying by the campfire, the night continues to be quiet. You notice the flash of an owl across the moonlight
Friend.
as it's hunting throughout the land.
Still hungry.
But other than that, everything passes.
Yep, she's just observing nature, and then she'll go wake up Fi. She'll sneak on over to her tent. And draw back the tent flap. Fi? Fi?
Huh? What?
Hey,
And I like turn around.
if you don't mind, I'm gonna try to get a little bit more sleep. If you wouldn't mind watching over the camp.
And I like nod with my eyes still closed and like get up out of bed.
I know that feeling.
Me every morning. And I walk out and sit by the campfire.
Yep. So as you walk out and sit by the campfire, you also observe a pretty peaceful night. Nothing really much is going on. Velvira, are you going to bed?
She's gonna shuffle back over to the tent where Tana is and lay down on her sleeping roll. You can do this. Just go to sleep. You'll be fine. It's not gonna come again. It's not gonna show up again. It's not gonna. She's just gonna slowly fall asleep.
All right. So as you fall asleep, nothing happens, and you have a peaceful rest of your
I
night.
was like, don't be a dick.
I'm so scared.
They grabbed you again.
Now your other arm.
Yeah, right. Matching tattoos.
Every day she wakes up, it's just a new body part.
All right.
On my throat.
So all of you made it just fine to the next morning as the sun's rising up. Velvira, as you wake, you see that the handprint has faded slightly.
Oh, good. I was gonna ask if it got worse.
So
Yeah, it's
our
faded
veins
slightly.
black.
And the black veins have retracted a little bit.
Oops.
Super.
Ignore Tana.
And Tana attacks.
breaking.
Tana wakes up from a nightmare and just runs out of her tent screaming.
Slashes the tent wide open. Side of the tent has a huge gash in it.
I love all of our interpretations of Tana. They're all so different. Oh man.
Swinging a great axe first thing when she wakes up.
All right.
Checks out.
Yep. So you got a fresh morning. It is outside. Oh, hold on. Need to figure out a better way to do this.
Roll. 3 rolls. What we got?
You got another day, average temperature, no rain or anything like that, and just a little crisp breeze.
Ooh, weather rolls. Weather bath forecast.
Will Monty bathe
Will
today?
Monty bathe today? Nope.
How do the clouds
Oh my god!
look?
Have you seen on TikTok Bones Day?
Yeah, no bones.
dog?
And bones. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's this old pug, and the guy lifts him up out of his bed and then lets go of him, and if he stands, he has bones. So
Bones Day.
it's a bones day, and if he falls down, then it's a no bones day. If it's a no bones day, you might as well just stay in your pajamas.
Yep. So you guys wake up. You got a nice crisp breeze on the morning, but other than that, it's a nice day.
Kyla, she's like,
North we go. She's such a bitch. She's so rude. She's
like a
being
fucking
sweet, but she was
turkey.
so mad when I grabbed her.
as you guys wake up, I am just, I'm painting a picture. I'm sitting by the fire. The fire is like kind of being taken with the wind, and I'm just jotting in a notebook as my hair is blowing in the wind. Looking crisp. Like to set the mood.
Set the mood.
I should probably start using notes instead of my journal because it's just extremely ongoing.
So as you guys are making your way north now.
Yep.
What kind of pace are you setting for yourself? Are you shooting for the 2 days, or are you trying to make it as fast as possible?
Well, Vera's fucking
Possible, baby.
booking it.
Because if you're gonna make it in under 2 days, like the day and a half, and you're gonna travel through the night and stuff, you have to set the pace early. You're gonna have to start moving.
I
So-
think the intent when we were talking was to leave as early as possible and go.
I guess.
It's not no casual. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, so as you guys make your way down the road, you continue on pretty much unimpeded. And you continue to power on down the road, and you guys feel like you're making great time as you continue on throughout the whole day, I assume. So
Roll again.
you continue on throughout the whole day, and you feel like you're getting pretty close to the place now as the sun starts to set again. Right now, you're probably about here as the sun goes down. Have any of your characters traveled out this far?
Montague is not.
I was gonna say, I don't think Monty has,
He's only been
or
west to
5,
west.
right?
I mean, east to west.
Well, I'm coming from that sand area,
That's south.
South.
but would I have walked? I don't know. Why I'm asking you.
You may have
What,
walked.
did you walk?
You may have walked, but I don't see how you would be this north to get to Waterdeep unless you like took a boat and then traveled down.
Yeah,
So I'd say
you would come like down up like Friendly Arm in just to relay other campaigns.
like through Baldur's Gate and
yeah,
stuff.
you'd go through like Baldur's Gate and stuff. You would have to overshoot by boat
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
I would say I would. Yeah, I would probably have. I probably
And I
would
think
have traveled this
Safrina
far
came
by
directly from her island to Waterdeep, so she wouldn't have been up here, right?
Nope.
Also,
Velvira, have you been
I
here?
haven't been up there. I'm
Oh,
like
if I-
from like east.
Been up there. I was taking it as have I ever walked this far?
In one
That's
day,
why
I've
I was
never
getting
walked-
confused.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, I've had to get to Waterdeep somehow.
I was gonna
Yes.
say, isn't it getting like it's probably as we walk, it's getting like 1 degree colder at each.
Yeah, I was gonna
step
say it
we
must be getting
take.
colder. I'm not used to the cold. I can say that.
Yeah, so from right now, you guys have made it a pretty good distance and the sun's starting to set again. But you do feel like you've made a lot of ground today. And just from your knowledge of that guy saying it was a 2-day journey, you think that you've made a good pace today.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to camp or do you want to continue onward?
With my geography,
Geographically.
yeah, with my geographic location, my GPS system, the Montague Dirt GPS system, because the dirt helps me stay grounded. Do I think we're less than a day? I can roll for that, because that's
Yeah, I'm
definitely,
trying
like,
to think.
guessing.
Yeah, give me a nature check to see. Because I'm
My
imagine
nature's
you're
not bad.
comparing.
Nature's not bad.
I'm imagining you're comparing it to your map and trying to get a lay of where you guys are.
13.
Yeah, so with a 13, you feel like by noontime tomorrow, maybe a little bit later, maybe like 2 p.m. tomorrow, if you were to travel through the night,
I
you'd
feel
arrive.
confident.
Yeah.
If we were traveling
Definitely
through the night, we would make it by noontime tomorrow.
Yeah, you definitely feel like you would definitely make it before nightfall tomorrow, probably around noon, 2-ish, if you traveled through the night and continued up on this pace.
In the middle of the night.
So I have I'm looking through my notes and my map as we start looking around as the night goes dim. I mean, I don't know how nervous people are of sleeping. What happened to Vel was terrible.
I have no fear of it. I'm ready to go.
Honestly, and I'm not trying to scare you as I look down to Vel. I would imagine we're even closer than before. So at
That's
this
what I was
point, it could
thinking.
get all of us.
It's true.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
We could push forward, but we will be weak when we landfall. And that does not mean that where we reach the start of this Thornhold fortress, no matter what, we're gonna need to sleep.
That's what I was going to say. At the end of the day, no matter where we go, we'll have to sleep.
So it's not really any point of pushing to not sleep. The only point of pushing is if we think the beginning of this swamp area is going to get us closer to the girl faster, but I just don't. I don't see the point of us getting closer to where we think they are and being weakened than just watching over each other again and once again making haste in the morning.
No, we should just rest now.
Do you want to get it out of the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking
Alright.
about the resting,
Such a
right?
cute little face. I can't, Amanda.
Yeah, I was talking about resting.
Okay, then yeah.
So just the same as before, if you want to rest more, you're welcome to, but I will be resting as minimal as possible and watching over. And if we can get people to double up, I think it's better because we can watch over the people sleeping and the people in any just the area around us. Or we can sleep without tents. I mean, I'm used to it, but I know not everyone is. So I'm not forcing you to. You're welcome to use a tent. But I will be staying up until I can't anymore. So I'll be up for at least the next 4 hours.
Everyone's welcome under my blanket.
Everyone, because how long do you have to actually sleep?
Dragon.
Everyone's welcome in my bosom.
Snuggle up to Mama.
Just call me mommy from now on.
Mommy?
Mommy?
Sorry.
Sorry.
Mommy?
Mommy?
Sorry.
All right, I'll stay up with you a little bit for now, Monty. Everybody else rest, and then we can switch off.
So 2 hours max is what you can do for watching. So 6 hours I have to sleep. So that'll help divvy it up. So what, like?
I was trying to
Everyone-
find those rules and I couldn't find them.
No, I just
I don't know
looked
where
it
I was
up.
looking.
I've looked at long rest so much lately. It's like, because it's so like weird. 2, 4, 6, 8. I mean, so technically someone could sleep 8 hours if they wanted to. Out of us, because we have Zafrina and Tana.
Zafrina, but who do we trust? Do we trust Tana to watch over all of us?
I would trust Tana with my life.
Okay, well, I will
She
take
is
your
my
word for it.
bodyguard.
Just over there picking her nose.
Yeah.
I will take watch at some point.
So who's taking first watch? Velvira was?
Sure.
Vel can.
Alright. Velvira, give me a perception check
Oh, great.
as you're sitting
great.
watch.
Sitting rocking back and forth like a little Lalafell.
Yeah.
Potato person.
So as you're
Okay,
saying
yeah,
watch, the night's pretty peaceful. I imagine you're sitting on like a log or a stump near the fire. You notice over in the corner just a little rat just scurrying out of its place, like out of its little house, and you see the rat, and you can tell that it's unaware of a snake that's slowly sneaking up on it.
And now you can be a snake?
And the snake snaps and grabs at the rat and just pinches it with its fangs as you see it devour it whole.
Well, circle of life.
What was Rye's snake's name?
Sweetloaf?
Sweetloaf. It's Sweetloaf.
Sweetloaf just making a cameo appearance, like Stanley. That's a shame. Good for the snake, though.
Be a snake now. Now I want to be Druid just to be like, I can be that animal now. You see a big tuna. You see a
Writing
tuna
down a
jump out
list
of
of
the
animals I
water.
can be now.
A tuna.
We're in the middle of the desert. Become
I can be a
tuna.
mackerel.
Just flapping.
All right.
Yeah.
Magic carp.
Who's next?
It's up to who she wakes up.
I'll go and wake up Monty next so Fi can have her morning journaling session again.
Hair blowing like Fabio.
Where did Monty just fall asleep in the dirt again? Next to the campfire?
No, he has his bedroll next to the campfire.
Okay. Velvira is just gonna shuffle on over to Monty. Just tap on his shoulder.
It's that time.
Monty?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's fine.
Did you sleep well?
Never, but I'm good.
You didn't have any scary hag dreams, though, did you?
No, just scary parent dreams, you know. Similar.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Was your mom a hag?
No, she was actually lovely.
Okay, so daddy hag. Gotcha.
Data hag.
Velvira's just gonna head on over to where Tana's resting and flop down on her bedroll and go to bed.
Was Tana in the room too? I'm just trying to remember where Tana is in all this. Tana's in the.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Okay. So you're drifting off to sleep and Monty's out keeping watch?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna ask you to leave again. As me and Amanda go back to AFK dungeon.
I don't want to.
Sorry, Amanda.
I'm going to AFK dungeon again.
Yep.
I don't want to. I don't want
Fun.
Should have turned into that snake. I don't want to leave.
I was hoping it would nab one of us next. But nope,
Yeah,
he's going right for her jugular.
Montague's too sweet apparently to get these hag dreams, man.
Yeah.
I was trying to give Kyla cheese earlier. She's not a fan.
I don't like cheese.
I don't want that.
Oh, Kyla.
She's like,
Nope.
Nope, don't touch me. I don't want to be in here.
Can't. Freaking cat. Good thing you're awake. Get ready to wake up fucking everybody again. She's gonna be screaming.
Just Travis kills her.
I know. I'm like, what? I'm like, good thing it was like dissolving. I was like, shit. What would happen if it was just like getting worse?
Double up.
And now it's like fucking time restraint. A time active maneuver.
I don't think
Start
it's gonna,
pressing enter. Start
I
clicking.
don't think it's gonna be the hand thing again. I think it's gonna be just a message.
I think
but
yeah.
We'll see. She might be dead. Who knows?
Just
Ruba should have
kills her
black
off.
veins all the way up to their neck.
Just
You're
fucking
Tana
kills
now.
her off.
I didn't have any icons for Bear. You're Tana now.
You're trying to know. Oh my god.
Hi, my little kitty cat.
What are you doing?
Ariana, to the bathroom. We'll wait for her.
I go, Barry, do you think she's gonna come back dead? Do you think Travis just kills her off? Let me show you what kind of DM I can be.
Funny
Amanda,
because
you're out.
You guys were having such a heartfelt moment, and I knew what was coming up next, and I was like, I feel so bad.
T and Phi when they were snuggling by the campfire.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm about to fuck someone's day up.
I love it.
So yeah, I went to bed one night and then I didn't fucking wake up. Crazy, right?
Crazy, right? Fucking pale.
Didn't I just
black
say?
veins.
Didn't I just say that my parents' dream was just as bad as hag dreams, and then you're about to have a bad hag dream and make me feel bad?
Yeah.
Because my parent dreams don't actually try to murder me in this fight.
Put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it.
If I save
Right.
2 people from hag dreams, Travis, I deserve to go to my bard college. You can watch this on the stream now. They should pick me up as soon as we leave, like Hogwarts. You want some chocolate? Chocolate
All of a
frogs.
sudden, all of your letters to the Bard College start flying and raining on you.
Trying to catch one.
As you just cry and try to catch one.
Oh no.
The bath I've been waiting for.
Yep.
The Bard College letter.
The Bard
bath.
College.
I wonder if they have like one of those crazy fancy baths like the prefects had, like when he took his mermaid egg and put it under
The
water.
egg. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, this football game's not looking good for Sam.
Did he bet on the Bills?
Yep.
They're losing?
31. Yeah. The 31 Titans are 34. Losing by 3 points. And
Oh, the
it's
Bills
2
put the
minute
ball.
2 minute warning on the 4th. He gets more money if the Bills win.
Oh, but they're driving.
Hold on, I should ask him how he's feeling.
It's 1st and 10 on the Buffalo 49.
Oh, it's a shadow. I'm such an idiot. I'm like, what is streaking underneath my eye? It's a shadow from my hair. Herder.
He wasn't chancing of losing it all, so he cashed out at 170 before the game was over.
I forgot to write down hummingbird.
Hummingbird.
What are you doing?
Kyla.
Uh,
Just
Rat,
following
owl,
me.
snake, black bear, hummingbird.
Her eyes.
Oh yeah.
Where's
All
Ariana?
coming together. She just had to
back?
pee and
Oh.
she brushed her teeth too. She's coming back right now.
Guys, I have an
Multitasking.
electric toothbrush. Effective.
Mine sucks.
Sam-
I need to get a new one.
Sam just
I
got
the
us
the
two
Oral
for free.
B one. The Oral B for like
Mine doesn't
$30.
actually spin; it just vibrates, so it's really not that great. I should have got
Just
the
get
Oral B one.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
$30 from Target. I don't know.
I got
I
mine
thought
because
it
it was
was-
on sale for like 20.
I thought it was like malfunctioning, and Mom
Yeah.
was like, "No, that's it telling you how many minutes you've brushed your teeth." I was like, "Oh." I was like,
Oh yeah, I
"Let's
thought
break
mine
it."
randomly stopped in the
Yeah.
middle of using it. I'm like, what the fuck is the battery type?
Yeah, I was like, "Am I pushing too hard? I don't know what I'm doing." Because when I first did it, I was like actually brushing my teeth, and
You back?
Mallory was
All
like, "You don't do that with that. You're gonna destroy your gums."
All right, Velvira, go ahead and describe what sounds you're making right now. Just sounds, though.
All right, so I'm in my tent, and it's all
Better
quiet.
not be moaning.
Boning Myrtle. Mm-mm.
The hags are fucking me.
Double penetration action from a 3 hags. Triple.
Triple hag.
I think they're trying to impregnate me.
That was the math equation the whole time. All right, sorry.
Bringing the child, now they're making me make the child. I just.
Virgin? Question mark.
Oh my god. Yeah, so Mavira's just in her tent, dreaming of hummingbirds. And all you hear is her once again going, no, I'm not, I won't, it's not, no. Just more screaming.
Monty, I imagine you hear this again.
Yeah. Hold on.
Take 2.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Okay, so yeah, I'm unbelievable, and I run. I'm like, he's terrified right now because she was attacked earlier, and he doesn't know what that what that would mean. So like, it's not even a shake up. He's like basically going to like tackle, like grab her and like swing her up and like try to like bring her right up, standing up, and like
Before you
and,
even
like,
get
grab
to that-
forearm. Yeah.
Before you even get to that, as you burst into the tent, and I imagine Tana's coming to right now as well too, you don't see Velvira in her bed anymore. She's hovering about 3 feet in the air, and her arm is just suspended right around. You just see the black, like the most intense you've seen it on her arm, as she's just being held in the air right now.
Angling. Oh my
And we
god.
don't see like a figure or anything?
No.
You're passed out.
But yeah, you are passed out. But yeah, Monty, right now you don't see anything but Velvira just hovering in the air, and the black around her forearm is just dark.
Okay, so as I like burst into the room, I see that and I go, detect what's around me, and I raise my hands like up and then make the symbol, which does the detect magic, and like literally try to grab her from the air, holding her like forearm like in my left hand, and then her like body in my right, and like pull down to like bring her to me,
And while
which is very loud because I'm very
I
like
hear Velvira screaming, and I jolt out of bed and I like reach over to grab Safrina and I just like pull her. And then as we open, I'm assuming she just comes with me. You can tell me if you don't. But I literally just fucking dragging you out of bed half awake. And I just like flip open the flap to see her hovering and Monty just like attempting, like just grabbing her to pull her down.
Yeah, so Monty, when you shoot out your detect magic, you see like a blast echo across the tent as it just smacks into, not like actually smacks, but like the wave of like the magic spreads out across the tent, and you just see blackness that you recognize as necrotic magic just around Velvira's wrist right now. She's being suspended in the air. as you grab on and grab onto her, she feels like she's almost like stuck. Are you trying to pull away? Like pull her away?
Yeah.
Give me an athletics check. And Tana's in this room too, if Tana wants to get involved in this too, I should say.
If she's up, I would imagine she would like be helping.
Yeah.
Like just
Do
pull
you-
on my
Grabbing
legs.
onto my legs. Just hanging from them.
Yeah, go ahead and do an athletics. Since you came in so fast, we'll say that Tana like grabbed onto her legs as you pulled, and do that at advantage.
Nice.
So as you start pulling down,
Ton
it
of
feels
solid
like
rock.
almost like it's just like a solid rock where she's just suspended there, but then finally she breaks free and she just comes crashing down like on top of all three of you. And Valvera, you're awake now.
Okay,
Very-
great.
You woke up as Monty like grabbed onto you.
As you like
And
snapped out of it, I'm assuming.
I'm just gonna wake up and start sobbing.
Oh my god. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
It got me again.
I know, but are you okay?
I think so.
I'm gonna look at her
I
forearm.
know. What the fuck kind of Nightmare on Elm Street is this?
The
Travis, the
forearm,
horror god.
Are the veins affected at all, or is it just the print still?
So it looks similar to what it did the other night, but the veins pushed up a little bit further. So it faded, but now it looks like it did the other night.
Yeah.
Dark, and the veins pushed a little further.
Is she cold
around
at all?
hers. So if you were to touch it right now, it feels cold where you touch.
Well, yeah, like I was like holding her forearm with like it was like a grab.
Yeah, so
hand,
you felt the cold as you were grabbing onto it.
Oh my fucking god.
You know, they're not giving her enough time to find a child, okay? It's been a night. They're a little pushy. We're on,
Maybe-
we're on foot.
Maybe they think she is a child.
I am the size of one. I don't know. Just
There has to be some reason they're going after her specifically.
I don't know. I was in a forest again, and it was fall. It wasn't spring like it is now, but it was fall, and I was watching all the leaves change colors, and they were falling down around me, and they were swirling all around. And I was watching this one leaf. It was kind of just floating down, floating down. And as it was floating down, I could feel myself kind of sinking with it. And then I looked down, and my feet were like submerged in mud. I was just sinking into the ground. And then I felt the searing pain on my arm again. And I was dragged up, and it yelled. I turned, and it was yelling in my face, "I told you to bring me a girl, a child." And then Monty woke me up again. Thank you, Monty.
It's no problem at all, but I don't understand why it keeps choosing specifically you.
I don't know. Tana's small. Why doesn't it go after her? Tana's
I don't know, that's all I picture.
picking and a flicking.
Picking and a flicking.
How long did she sleep?
Maybe an hour.
You asshole.
Me?
No, Travis.
Oh, Travis.
Just giving a poor man
happened.
no sleep.
It happened pretty quickly.
Nightmares.
She got sleep last night.
Valvira?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think you should sleep until we get to the next place.
I don't want to, no, I don't want to chance that again. I think I might actually get killed next time. Third time's a charm, or so they say.
I worry about getting there and us not figuring anything out and then you having to sleep, but we can protect you no matter how exhausted you get for now. It seems to
I
be
agree.
focusing you, so.
Yeah. I think you're right. Well, I guess I'll keep watch the rest of the night. If I start to get tired, I'll wake up Fi, I guess.
How long have I slept? Just 2 hours, right?
1, 2,
No.
like 3 hours. I would
3.
imagine.
3 hours, yeah.
Because I was up.
Yeah, I'd say 3 hours.
No, it would be 1. She took 2 hours in the beginning, right?
No,
Yeah,
Vera did
and then-
first watch for
it
2
was,
hours.
Yeah, because it was 1
Yeah,
hour
and
of
then,
my
like,
watch.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so only
For
3.
some reason, I was counting 2 hours of my watch and then an hour into that.
You
Yeah.
guys are really good at keeping track of time because I'm like,
Fuck if I know. I've been having nightmares.
Val, I'll stay up
sleep
with
deprived.
you for the rest of my watch. There's no need for me to sleep.
You can wake me up after.
I will. I would, no matter what, fight it. In the morning, we can help you fight it, but let's get to this Thornhold and figure it out from there.
Mhm.
All right, so Monty, Velvira are staying up right now.
Yeah.
While everyone else is going back to bed.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Yeah, so you guys make it through the rest of the hour. The night stays peaceful. As it's just the two of you.
Before I go to bed, I'll look at her and I'll go, you can be honest, like, there was nothing that you grabbed, nothing you would have a tie with? Like, why would
Not that I
they
know of. I don't wear jewelry.
single you out?
I can't think of anything. I never looked in the mirror. If anything, I'd think they'd go after Fi.
You would think. How many times I looked at that fucking thing?
You are the best of us, and that might be why. They like to torment people, and I'm sure they get nothing out of tormenting me, Zafrina, or Fi, who are morally flexible, where you have always been steadfast. I put my hand on your shoulder. Because you're the best of us, I trust you. And I'll do anything in my power, anything I can ever do to make sure you're safe. And I'm going to give you, before I go to bed, just in case, a bardic inspiration. Because who knows what Travis will do.
Thank you, Monty.
So yeah, you
I'm the
roll it if it does
Duh.
if it does come up, you can
You
roll a
do
1d6.
like Billie Eilish.
Thank you.
I've never been a huge fan.
Also, this looks like a dick and balls or a where's my mouse, or a face. And with that, I'm going to go lay down, probably not that far from you, on my bedroll next to the fire, and go to sleep.
Who was keeping watch with Velvira next, or was it just Velvira?
Velvira has another hour. Well, she's gonna just stay up, but it was another hour till Fee was gonna go.
Okay.
Because I had an hour left.
Your night is peaceful as you stay awake throughout the night. I'll let you decide if you're fighting sleep or not. I don't know how Velvira's feeling right now. She's just too frightened to sleep.
She ain't going to bed. She ain't doing none of that shit.
All right. Yeah, so that passes, and if you want to wake someone else up, you can. Otherwise, you're free to continue watch throughout the night.
That's penis.
It's like basically if you want company or not. Can always wake
She'll
up
let
Tana
everybody
and
sleep.
eat some bugs.
No, she doesn't want to deal with that shit.
Talk about tackling.
Look
straight from the dick appointment. Here's Tana.
Was it worth it?
You're straight from the dick appointment.
Look at that. No, she'll let everybody sleep. She'll just sit by the campfire, just stoking it, just looking up at the universe.
All right. Yeah, you go through the night
Universe.
peacefully as you sit there terrified from your nightmares. Can you make me a con saving throw?
What the fuck?
It's just from not sleeping.
You can
Oh,
use your
okay.
bardic inspiration, maybe.
Yeah, you can. It
It
probably
may-
only lasts 10 minutes, but I'll let it happen.
Oh, there
I'll
you
let
go.
it happen.
How do I do that?
Just roll. If you open your character sheet and click on con, you should be able to do a saving throw.
And then you can roll a 1d6.
Is that this one? No, this one. There we go.
And it'll add to that.
Yeah, so
10.
you kind as you're not waking up, as you reaches morning time, you feel a little bit groggy, but you like kind of slap your face a few times and you're still feeling like you're ready to go.
That's the trick.
All right, everyone else is awaking as the sun is rising.
How you doing?
I'm all right. A little tired, but I'm all right.
We'll get there. We'll get there before day breaks and dawn breaks.
Cup is very dirty. I just want to say, I'm not drinking from it.
Dusk
you're-
breaks.
Dusk breaks. Isn't it dusk
Dirty.
breaks? Or dawn breaks?
Dawn is morning.
Yeah, so dusk breaks.
Dusk breaks.
That makes
Dusk
sense.
breaks.
Something like that.
Twixt.
Twilight.
Twixt. Remembrance.
I want to make a character that's just Yurianche. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be mad annoying. Everyone's gonna be bored.
Oh my god.
I let Hannah name a character earlier.
This guy stinks.
Oh,
I let
brother.
Hannah name a character earlier.
Did you
Yep,
name
let's-
him Doth Twixt?
Yes, two Twix. I like wake up and like just confused for a minute because as I open my eyes, it's light, and I was thinking that someone was gonna wake me up, and it's light, and I'm just confused. So I break out of my tent and I look over at Velvira. Why didn't you wake me up?
Well, I think it's just fine to have one sleep deprived person instead of two. I was fine watching. I didn't need anybody else to help. Are we ready to go?
Wait, what did Meg say? I need to know what Meg said.
She
was
said
right
that
next to
the guy was right next to her when I said that.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. That's such an in Meg fashion. Anyway, I'm like, I stand.
Make appointment.
At least the dick was good. I look down at Velvira and I look up at Monty. Do you think that they'll try to get her if she sleeps during the day?
Yeah? I mean, we don't know. Regardless, she's going to need to sleep eventually. But
What if I carried you?
Carry me? Like a piggyback? Oh. Maybe if I get tired. But I feel fine walking now.
I have a lot of straps, so I can fasten something to
Like a fucking baby Bjorn.
strap you in, and maybe if you're close to me, it will be able to get you.
I have
Nothing
a
to
pouch.
pull you
We
away.
could tie her to the back of you too if you needed it. I don't have anything in it right now.
Like a kangaroo.
It isn't necessarily a bad idea, but I
Or,
wouldn't say it
I don't-
fully protects you, but she would feel you if you squirmed.
It's true.
Or if you don't want to walk to save some energy, maybe you could shapeshift to something small and I could carry you along the way.
That's true. I did see a rat the other night, or a snake. Those are small.
They are.
Would
or a
we
hummingbird,
know
but
if
I don't know how I feel about that.
if you slept as a creature, especially a small creature, could it grab you on the small forearms?
I'm picturing that gif of the woman
Trying to grab
looking at
onto a
the
rat
thing and
hand.
it's all the equations. If your brain is pea-sized, will they be able to get in there?
Well,
The
it might be worth a shot.
tiny rat forearms?
I'd only be able to change for about an hour, but it might be enough time to get a little bit of a snooze.
Are you able to change to something without forearms?
A snake?
A snake?
You can change into a snake.
Uh-huh.
How can it grab your forearm if you have no forearms?
Okay, just grab me right around the midsection and grab me right by the belly.
Yeah, but it doesn't grab by the belly, it grabs by the same spot.
That's
How
true.
does a snake dream, though? Like, how would we know if a snake's having a nightmare? As he tries to hold back laughter.
I mean, I would let Velvira choose, but just some ideas.
I'm some of this might be me obsessed that you can change into animals. I'm very excited about it. Oh.
Oh, a hummingbird is also small, and it doesn't have arms. It just has wings.
But I'm afraid you might still be tired from flapping those wings around.
I think they burn a lot of energy. Well, you have options. We really need to go.
1 hour later.
As I walk forward, my vote's the snake. Just shake if you're having a dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rattlesnake.
I think it was just like a regular snake.
Not a trouser snake like some of us.
Donna, looking at you.
Okay, everyone looks at Donna.
Everyone, if you heard someone's friends call you a dick appointment, what would you say?
She's in the wrong chat. I think she meant to send it in DuckTales.
Hilarious. Do you think they could get me during the day? Do you think that's a part of it too? But maybe taking a nap as a snake during the day would keep them away.
Nightmares. Night. They're not called daymares.
That's true. Well, all right.
Logic.
Well, if we're ready to go, I guess I can turn into a snake and you can just hold on to me while I sleep for an hour?
You can wrap around my arm. I mean, if you're scared, maybe you'll squeeze.
That's true.
Out of character,
Okay.
I think you have to sleep for longer than an hour.
Oh, that's all I get in wild shape.
Oh, really? Is an hour?
Yeah.
Do the hours, I wonder, do the hours, like if you took like 4 segmented naps, does that count?
I don't think so with the walking and stuff in between, but that would be funny as hell.
Be taking a nap as a snake wrapped around Fi's arm, and then I just unwild shape and I'm just fucking wrapped on as a halfling. Just
I will say if you take naps, I'll give you advantage on your next exhaustion saving throw.
Alright, Velvira's gonna turn into a snake then and just curl up on the ground. Below Fi, just waiting.
She's not hurt
I,
at all
like,
from the,
Lean down and put my arm straight out so you can crawl up it.
Velvira's just
health-wise,
gonna
she's not hurt.
curl
right?
herself around like a bracelet around her wrist.
And now I'm Rye. Welcome.
Don't throw me like a javelin.
Wow, sweet loaf.
So you guys heading down the road with snake bracelet?
So I have like all my ribbons and stuff. So I'm walking like holding onto one of the ribbons so I can see the snake as it's like wrapped around my arm. So like it's like close to me so I can see it and feel it.
Yeah, so
Just
you
in
make
case.
you travel for an hour up the road unimpeded. Before Velvira has to revert back to her normal form.
Just holding
How's
on to
your
your wrist.
How's your snake nap?
So I'm walking like this and then all of a sudden like I feel it start like jiggling.
Get heavier.
Well, I start leaning forward. I think she's coming back to us.
It's
And I
getting
put my arm down and you just like appear like back on the ground.
I'm just gonna still be super freaking tired from my 1 hour half-ass nap, and I'm just gonna kind of try to like stay on your arm.
So I like reach down. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to roll to pick Amanda up and like kind of like sling her up onto my back to hold on to her while we walk. Hopefully I can hold on to you.
What are you napping?
Still am.
What
Trying
would
my
I need?
best.
What would,
All right,
what
so-
would you like me to roll?
You can carry her. She's not heavy or
Okay.
anything.
That works for me.
She may slow
Sling
you
her up.
down slightly.
That's okay.
But you guys are still heading on the road, and Velvira right now is on your shoulders.
Slung over like a sack of potatoes.
All right. Amanda joined me in a dungeon.
Oh,
Wait, did you sleep again?
She
She's
kept
sleeping on my back.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
I have to get up again. Are you fucking shitting me?
Just mute yourself.
Yeah, earmuffs.
Damn. I was hoping the daymare
Daymares are
wasn't
real.
a thing.
Daymares are real.
You heard it first, folks. Daymares are real.
I knew
Oh my god.
the 4-hour segmented snake nap was the only way to go.
Hour is snake, hour is Volvira. Hour is snake, hour is Volvira.
You gotta get rid of the forearms. That's the
Yeah.
trick. Flat
He
cat.
just laughs. Right? I have a cat right over here. I don't know if you can see him.
Which one?
You can't see
I
him.
see him.
No, it's a dog. A dog.
Oh, I
He's
see-
underneath
Yeah, I
there.
see his little stupid snout.
He's chewing his tennis ball because we're right next to the tennis court, and he has like a collection of tennis balls. What are you doing, Cash? He just eats the felt off of it.
Where's Yoshi guarding the door?
I don't know where he is. He knows I'm mad at him.
Here they come.
Look at him smiling. Look at that smirk on his face.
Just loves tormenting
and
Amanda.
then just poor Amanda.
My choices tonight.
Regret.
Yeah,
I
so
just want some sleep,
fine.
man.
Right, as you're carrying Velvira and you're walking forward, you all of a sudden feel a really tight jerk at Velvira. Make an athletics check.
They're trying to take my child.
She's gonna be like Mary Poppins away. She's just gonna be like, "Ah!"
Team Rocket's blasting off again. Athletics, you said? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, so you just how are you holding her right now? Are you like firemanning? Like this?
I'm like assuming that, yeah, like she's like kind of like one
Right
arm
over your
up, like
shoulders.
one leg up. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, like on on my
So
shoulders.
as you're
I'm, like,
holding her
walking
like that,
this.
and you're just walking, you just feel her body jerk as it gets ripped out of your hands. And you just, Velvira, you can describe what noises you make as this happens. But Velvira gets tossed like 30 feet behind you.
The minute I feel
Yeah,
her
just
body
screaming, just-
like leave me, I just scream Monty's name. I'm just like, Mont, if I knew your full name, I would have screamed it all, middle name included. But I just literally just yell Montague.
Sorry, I was looking for a good fucking.
Someone throwing
So-
a toddler gif.
Yeah. So I look back. So
I was
wait,
just
her
screaming.
body is flying off of her, and is it being hucked into the dirt 30 feet? or is
Almost
she
like something
hovering?
grabbed her and
And it's
just
like-
drew her.
Fucking catapult.
Yeet.
What did you
Full
do?
yeet.
So I look around and I like audibly gasp and just start booking it towards where her body's being thrown. I don't have anything to like stop that.
Elvira, you take 4 damage as you go flying across the dirt of the road.
Deserved it. It's
I
fine.
believe I rolled a 1.
So as she like rolls onto the ground, I come and I like slide on my legs and like grab a hold of her, and I'm like less making sure that she's okay from the fall. I'm more grabbing her forearm and like grabbing her face and like trying to like wake her up, like just like I'm more focused on waking her up because I see
Yes.
supernatural shit.
So when you get to her, she's awake now, but when you grab her forearm, you feel the like icy chill on her forearm.
Are you okay? Are you
I hate
okay
this.
though? I know. Are you okay though?
Yeah,
You can't sleep. I know.
I know.
I'm sorry to break it to you, ma'am.
Anything new?
I think they were punishing me for sleeping or trying to trick them. They said I can't escape them. I was riding a horse with Fi, and it was lovely. We were just having a nice little stroll. And I fell asleep on the horse. She was riding it and holding me. And then I got pulled up in the air again by her, and she said, "You can't escape me that easily," and she hucked me. Explains why I'm way over here and Fi's all the way over there.
She's all the way over there.
A bada bing, a bada boom.
I admit that I thought that we could get away with this during the day, but looks like
They're
we
too
can't.
crafty. They're far too crafty.
We need to hope that we can get to this town. You can't sleep. We get there. Hopefully someone can speak Dwarvish. And hopefully we see something in your dreams or something on this map that shows where these creatures are so we can stop them once and for all. But I'm at a loss, to be honest, because you need to sleep eventually.
It's not going to happen.
I'm hoping there's something we can figure out when we get there.
Well, let's go on ahead and see if we find a swamp or a hummingbird, I guess.
I'm wondering if, as I like help you up, and I look at the handprint, I'm wondering if we kept you up long enough and that handprint went away, the tether that they have to you would be gone. Like, I don't understand the magic that's at play other than it's necrotic, but I don't understand.
Why me?
Unless they had a, like, I don't know much about magic, but if you were able to curse someone, which they deal in curses, if the curse was that handprint, and they could forever use that to get to you, no matter where you are. It faded before, remember? Maybe if we kept you up until it fully faded away, you'd be okay?
Maybe. Might be worth a shot.
That's all I have right now. Fee might know more. Let's get back to them.
Okay.
Tafrina's a
She'll
warlock
just-
herself. We'll have to figure a way around it.
Belle's gonna get up and just
do I know if
dust
if
herself
you guys
off.
Are warlocks? I don't even know if I know if you guys are warlocks. Probably not. I probably just know you guys are magic users.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think Warlock's been brought up.
magic babes.
So you guys continuing on the road north?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna
So-
continually smack her in the face. Just kidding.
As you progress onward, it gets to about like noontime, and as you crest a hill, you see a fortress standing way off in the distance to you. With it's a very bland fortress, just straight stone slabs. Not really much to it, but you see it up ahead. And I assume you're continuing on towards it.
Yeah.
Is
So
there
as you
any-
continue onward, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if I saw that fortress and I like looked at it, like, is there anything other than it's a fortress? Do I see like there's people there? Does it look safe? Like, I don't know anything
so
about it.
Yeah, so it from where you are, it looks like a sturdy fortress. Like it's very bland, like just gray stone, 2 towers, big gate, but it looks from the distance like it's in good shape. You can't see anybody at this point because you guys are still probably a good distance away.
It's like on the
Um,
road.
Yep.
Does the road go through it?
The road kind of goes next to it and it
Okay.
branches off towards the fortress. But provided you guys continue on towards the fortress, as you approach the gates, you see the giant gates. They're probably like 10 feet high, and the walls are like 15 feet high of a gray fortress in front of you. And as you approach the gates, you see a dwarf peek out above. Open the gates! And the gates slowly start to open. Are you guys going inside?
Yeah, I see
So
that
as you-
dwarf, and I'm like, yep.
As you open the gates and enter the courtyard, to your left, you see a temple with a big emblem of the scales of justice upon it. And then you see the primary keep, like back further, which has a stone shield on it with a axe.
I was waiting
And
for that.
we're gonna end there for tonight.
I was waiting for that. I was like, where is it? I love
Gonna
it.
get you.
But yeah, we'll end there for tonight. 'Cause Ariana might die.
So
She's been quiet.
So definitely the X is where we need to go. It's not where we need to start. Heh.
Hey.
Yeah,
It's probably about like 3 p.m. when you get here. So later on. Yeah.
I thought I was figuring it was gonna be like afternoon or like night, so we got there a little bit earlier.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm switching back to morning, so not next Monday, but the Monday after. We'll figure out what's going on with Volvira.
Maybe Tana won't.
Yeah,
be
sorry for bullying you, Amanda.
God damn, you are a sadist tonight. Thank you.
It started with the one nightmare of the mirror with me, and he just couldn't get enough.
You bitch just wanted to take a nap, but whatever.
We're gonna keep the smallest one awake the longest.
Hey, I know you've been looking for pickle chips, but these fucking ain't it. They're disgusting.
Tangy pickled Doritos.
They're really nasty.
Root. Let me find them now that I'm next to a computer. Last time you talked to me, I couldn't look it up. They're the best.
All right.
Pickle chips.
No,
Route
just
11.
just a bit too tangy.
Pickle chips. Trav.
Crunch, sour, punch.
Was it Route 11?
Yeah.
It's right in the buttons.
What'd I say 4 p.m.? Party arrives 4 or 3 p.m.?
You said 3
Mhm.
p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. Party arrives 3 p.m. at Thorn. I'm just going to write that down.
Those. Mad good.
Yeah, they're really good.
You going to bed, babe?
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Good night.
Good night, sweet dragon.
Oh. That was fun, even though I bullied Amanda a bunch.
That was fun. That was a lot of
I
fun.
can't believe you've done this.
It was all RP. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. It was great.
Mhm.
It was like a sonnet. Did you see my posts on the Strahd?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Trav about this like character arc for my character, and he was like, so what do you want to do with it? I'm like, it all depends on how they treat me. I'm like, if they're dicks, then I'm gonna continue to be a dick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't see.
Welcome to my first good character, and he's a sweetheart. All day
I
today, I
didn't
was
see
like,
any chaotic evil fi today.
all day
I
today,
guess
I was like, what would I do? Because I kept on making the
Travis!
joke about pushing you, and I was like, he would totally fucking try to help you. Like that's who he is.
Am I still chaotic evil?
I'll give you chaotic neutral at this point because
I was gonna say that's definitely a line.
you're sliding.
Let's go.
You are a sweetheart all session.
Yeah.
I honestly I do love playing evil, but I was just over it. So That was my journey
it has
into
to be
being
so
neutral.
freaking hard.
It's
mean,
fucking hard.
I mean, you
I
played
like
evil
it,
for
but it's
like
just
4 things too.
yeah.
Like,
I
it's not
think it's just. I think it just, in my experience, in like the storyline and where I see my character progressing. Like in Travis, I talked about it because based off of events, we could probably turn things into like another spinoff with our characters. But like, it's just harder as we go on, and there's really like no prize for me to kind of grab onto as an evil character. It's like hard for me to have that mentality when everyone's so fucking nice. Like, how do I just keep bullying everybody? You know what I mean? Like, how do you I mean,
deal
bless
with
the people
me
who
and
can
Belle?
do that.
How do you
Yeah.
deal with us nice sweethearts?
Yeah,
Two
no, it's
innocent
like if you had
sweethearts?
any other group.
Right. But it's like, even with like, which isn't any shamed, I'm not knocking on Ariana, but she was supposed to be more evil with me too.
Yeah,
No,
she's
she voted
she's
for
always
us.
been like neutral. Yeah, yeah.
Being
she's like,
that neutral, it's like, again, it's just hard for me to like, how can I be nice to her without, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it just makes the most sense.
evil.
But
Septane.
I
'Cause just
honestly
feel
like
you
it.
missed-
I like the arc.
Oh, I think alignment changes are awesome, and I don't think they happen enough.
Did
And
you
I
like
thought
me
that-
bathing?
I thought
loved
that
it.
all of it was great. I was gonna
It was
play
so good.
when you were doing, because I kept on thinking that this might happen after, like, because you just were acting different. So like when I was playing like the chords earlier, I was like, oh, like set this up as like maybe that song. And then when you were in the water, I was like, oh, maybe I'll like start playing this song by accident while you're in the water, and like kind of like you like walk out of the water to it, but then later it ended up happening way better. But yeah,
I
I
think
think
Zafrina was asleep because I was going to lay on her arm.
I think
So much better. You just curling up to Monty, just one single
The
tear.
single tear.
now
So
Monty's
precious.
gonna become evil.
I was like, I really hope no one follows me to the water because I want my character to get naked and wash herself of the sins. But, you know,
No, Monty wouldn't follow anyone near water. I
Nasty.
think, yeah, the RP was really fun. I enjoyed. I was thinking about it all day. I was like,
I love
that's
our
why
characters.
Can't wait till
earlier I was
RP.
asking like what time and long rest.
Characters too, so it makes it even more difficult when I bully Amanda.
I was just like,
Oh, damn
I'm
it.
sorry, I really love you, but I have to do this. My hands are tied.
The last time he's like, can you go to AFK Dungeon? I go in there, I'm like, why are you doing this to me? He's like, why are you